Hi. If you are listening to this, my name is Kylie. Welcome collection family. Remember, no spamming, no cursing, and please no sus comments. Remember to hit the like button, and subscribe if you are new. Corvette. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream.
Like I wanna see her form. Tell me what you for, yeah. Ayy, it pay me, but I'm old, yeah. Yeah. All this money on me. Yeah. Cash rules all around me. Yeah. All this money around me. Yeah. Cash rules all around me. Out of your luck, huh? I'm that go-to when she down to come through clutch, huh? Sit brown till I'm flush time. My drip, real plush, huh? Internet tea off a blue pill. Hand grip stack of the blue cheese. Turn that to a bag in a new crib. Nice big spot by the seaside. Never stressed on for a handout. Just ain't on, but I be on. Just ain't on, need to be right, yeah. Gold fronts to show the color of my soul. Cool you think you is, you got me in a mode. Where I'm from, we live and die by the code. Either that or sell your soul to get a roll. Black boy joy, she wanna see the Forbes like I wanna see her form. Tell me what you for, yeah. Ayy, it pay me, but I'm old, yeah. All this money on me. Yeah. Cash rules all around me. Yeah. All this money around me. Yeah. Cash rules all around me.
All right, I think that works. I don't know why it's like bugging on me. Good morning, everybody. I think it's good now. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, man. My fault. Hold on. My fault. My fault. All right, good morning, boys and girls. Good morning. Appreciate you guys tapping in as always. Make sure you guys hit that like button on the way in. What is happening? And what is up? What's good, everybody? Good morning, man. Happy freaking Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? It is Wednesday. Holy smokes, it's freaking Wednesday. It's in the middle of the freaking week. Good morning. What is good? How is everyone feeling? It's either that you're mad, sad, what is happening? What up, Bam Bam? What's good, dude? Terrence in the building. What's good? Brittany for the 43-month re-up. Good morning. What up, Brittany? Good morning to you. Appreciate you tapping in.
Good morning.
What up? Thank you so much for the re-up, Brittany. Big Brown in the building. Finesse, Spruik, Mr. 843, V, Dougie, Kith, and Nigel Sylvester just posted on IG, Dougie says. Yeah, we'll check it out. Chevy Rides in the building. What's good? Finesse. Huck in the building. Jay, what up, dude? Mr. Sheridan. Deleon. Kenny Powers, what's good? Scene Lover, what's good? Rami, what up, dude? GG's in the building. Alexis, D-Tan, V, Casanova Kane, Joseph, Black Shinobi in the building. What's good? Vince, Snowbird, Corey, Chris, J Bays, Gino, Mr. 843, Complex for the 43-month re-up. Undefeated, ship my shit.
Undefeated, ship my SH1T.
Still waiting. What up, Complex? Thank you so much for the 43-month re-up. Too Legit in the building. Good wash. Stone Cold Dawn in the building. Orlando. Good morning. Gino, what's good? AJ Troy, what up? Gold Leg, what up, dude? A Rios, what's good? Jinx, good morning. Deli Venom, what's good? Leroy V, what up, everybody? Mario, Tito Kicks, Famous, Day One. How's everyone feeling, man? Nigel's Air Jordan 1 copped way better in person, in my opinion. There you go, Zoe. Mario in the building. Justin, good morning. Nightmare in the building, what's good? Good morning. AJ Troy, what up, everybody, man? Everyone seems like they're in a pretty decent mood this morning because it's Wednesday. We finally made it midway through the week. Like I said, it's been like a slow, a little slower week during like the middle of the week because it's not gonna start to pick up until probably Friday. Because we have the Air Max 95s, right? The Air Max 95s dropping on Friday, and then we have the Shattered Backboards, and then obviously the Kobe's to really end it off the week. And we'll see if there's any Kobe Day, because I'm really surprised there hasn't really been any noise to, you know, and whether if there's a Kobe Day or not, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's interesting because I thought, you know, I honestly thought that there would be a Kobe Day rumored to happen this Sunday. But like I said, if it doesn't happen, whatever, I guess. Right? I mean, it's already a busy month from what it is. Like, there's so much stuff dropping and whatnot. So I know there was a couple people that hit me up this morning that I was going through some DMs asking what happened to exclusive access on JD Sports and Finish Line for the Shattered Backboards. And I honestly think that there's just no EA this week for Shatters, just because there's so many pairs out there to drop, because there's I think stock numbers got updated, chat. Dude, stock numbers got updated for the Nike sneakers app this week. I honestly think that this shoe is most likely going to sit, which is fine. If anybody wants them, you know what I mean, then you could go ahead and grab them if you want them. So as of right now, they changed from 101 chat, 101 pairs to 128,000 pairs to load up this weekend. All right, so that is what to expect for Shattered Backboard stock numbers, just only on the Nike sneakers app. This is just sneakers app. 128, like, golly, it's going on sale and I'm for it. Facts. I need this shoe. I for sure need this shoe in the sneaker collection. But 128,000, I mean, we're talking about, I think, full family sizing on the shoe. And that is the updated stock numbers. That's why I don't really give you guys stock numbers until when it gets a little bit closer to the release, because this is one reason why, because things tend to change. You know, sometimes stock numbers, you know, end up changing and ends up going up. Who knows? You might even get 150. A bunch of shoes going to be on the low starting at 1 p.m. EST. Goat is having a mini Black Friday today, Rami says. What up, New York Dad? What's good, dude? Good morning. What up, Ryan Jacobs? Good morning. Thomas says, no, I want some Kobe hype so I can pick up some missed shoes. Facts. Mike Garcia, what up, man? Double up, W Rod in the building. What's good? You have stock number for the Air Maxes. See, we do have the stock numbers for the Air Maxes, but the thing is, it's just like I want to wait until a little bit closer until the week, you know, obviously ends, just because I just feel like stock numbers can update a little bit. So we'll for sure have stock numbers. What's it called? I'll do stock numbers for on Friday for sure. Raph, I've seen you in a Sneak City video, Sneaker Con Las Vegas. Yes, sir. I had to say what's up, and I sold like some what's it called? Some GS Air Jordan 5 black metallics. So, and then I chopped it up with them. Suddenly everyone likes the 5s. People kill me, wishfully thinking says. Suddenly everyone likes 5s. I mean, dude, you got to think about it, man. Like, don't, like, I get it that people all, whoa, son, everyone likes Jordan 5s. I mean, it's just like, it's just been a good year with sneakers, dude. It's been a great year with sneakers. I mean, you got like so many great collabs that happened this year. I mean, everyone was hype about Awakes. You got the Fire Red 5s. You have the Black Metallic 5s. What else? You had great 5s. It's not like, dude, because some people weren't saying this during the Grape 5 drop. Like, people are just saying this because, like, you know, Awakes and the Black Metallics are going up in the resale market. Like, at the end of the day, like, who cares if people start to buy 5s? Like, I mean, I don't see the you know what I'm saying? I don't get the whole problem of it. Just because, like, this year alone, they've been dropping great colorways. You know what I mean? Because we could sit here and say, like, oh, well, everything is breaking. This is look at stock eggs. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, it's like, you know, when there's a hype 5, it's like, oh, shoot, now all of a sudden everybody likes 5s, you know? So it's like, dude, it is what it is. Like, they're dropping great colorways. That's all it should matter. Dropping great colorways or bringing back great retros, and it's just been a good year overall. You feel me? Nothing against your comment that you said, but like, I'm just saying in general, like, it's because all the colorways have been great. It really has, you know. And I've emphasized this all year that it's nice to see so many people excited over, you know, sneakers that it's not a Travis Scott, and let's be honest, it's not an SB. Okay, because in the past, like, what, 2-3 years, it's just been Travis Scott and SB dunks hype. You feel me? So now, like, you got other people, a lot more people getting excited from different collabs and different retros and, you know, different stuff. You feel me? So it's like, it's nice to see that, like, some GRs are getting some love. You feel me? Not every GR gets love because, like, for instance, like Shatter Backboards, you know, people, like, it seems like they just shitting on the shoe because there's a lot of stock and there's no resale. But, like, there is a lot of stuff this year that a lot of people truly enjoyed. I mean, other than, like, Undefeateds this month, like, if you go back during All-Star Weekend, like, there was, dude, everyone was, like, fiending off just Jordans, like, back-to-back weeks because you had, you know, foams, you had the Bread 85s, you had the flu games, you know, and then you had the SB Jordan 4, and then you had, you know, obviously, I think I said unions, right? So there was just a lot of stuff. Why I get on here and Travis catching strays already? I mean, Francisco, it's true, though. Double up on the Shatter Backboards. Favorite color is orange, Trey says. There you go. Need a Jordan SB, John says. Not EA for JD. Yeah, no exclusive access on JD Sports and finish line for the Shatter Backboards. I wish there was. You know, because I know a lot of people has been asking about it, but I feel like you could simply just walk in your store this weekend and grab yourself these Shattereds, man. I don't think it's going to be not one problem to grab a pair this weekend. Like, if you don't get a pair of these, or like if you take an L, like, then you didn't try hard enough, bro. Ravi, I just got the Bad Bunny Gazelles green pair, and they are fire. There you go, you money. Faxy's new just J's and I mean, it is what it is, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. You know, there's only certain shoes that have, you know, some value to the sneaker. But other than that, it's nice to see, you know, other things, you know, getting a little bit hyped up other than, you know, Travis and SB dunks, you know. My Undefeated shipped last night, CD says. There you go. Bro, how come you get your pairs from Undefeated without shipping info? Makes no sense. How's come you get your pairs from Undefeated without shipping info? Makes no sense. I think someone said that before, where, like, they got their, like, just magically got their Undefeated, just showed up. They just showed up to their doorstep. I know if I'm gonna get the Black Wakes to go with my pink pair, Finesse says. There you go. Well, did anyone's get their freaking Awakes shipped yet? Anybody? I heard that Nigel Sylvester, like their Jordan 1 lows, like got shipped out quick. Someone said that they hit on, what was it, Saturday or Friday, and then it literally showed up on their doorstep on a Sunday. My label for Undefeated was finally created. There you go. I had no problem with my Undefeated shipping, T-Square says. What up, Mar? What's good, dude? Good morning. Second Undefeated pair arrived yesterday and no shipping update along the way. Hold the line, Kills Collect says. Damn, that's crazy. Imagine just like your Undefeated just randomly shows up. Do you know if they are dropping Undefeated on Sneakers app? They are, Angel. They are dropping. They're supposed to drop on the 28th. Where are the Awakes dropping? They're gonna be dropping on Sneakers app. Don't worry, we'll go through it. Trust, we'll go through it here shortly. My Undefeated 4s and Nigel Lows is out for delivery. Dang, dude, you got Nigels and Undefeated coming into the mail today. Sheesh! I picked up my pink pair at Awake NY Monday. Posted the pics on Discord. Finesse says, there you go. Congrats. Love to see it. My Undefeated ship yesterday arrives on the 22nd. Should pay resale now for the Nigel Lows, or wait, I don't know if the prices will stay or go up, Joshua says. Honestly, I don't know even how much they're going for. I've had a couple questions. I had a couple people hit me up about that. Like, should I pay resale for the Nigels? Whatever. That $234 right now. They've definitely got up a little bit. So, I mean, I don't know. It's up to you if you want to pay the price. You feel me? It's up to you. What up, Tony? Send you a DM. I got to run with the Brandon Dunn at Deadstock Run Club last night. He mentioned the he mentioned the channel. Oh, who mentioned the channel? Dude, Doogie. Did Doogie send me this? Kith and Nigel Sylvester. Oh boy, Nigel for Kith fall of 2025. Wow. Okay, I'm actually curious about this now. They're probably going to do a collab. Speaking of Nigel. Speaking of freaking Nigel, bro. Hold on. Speaking of Nigel, bro. Yo. Am I even allowed to view this? So, Kith posted Nigel Sylvester collection fall of 2025. They're probably going to do some sort of collab. Kith posted this. Oh gosh, the music's so loud. It says Nigel Sylvester for Kith fall 2025. Most likely will be clothes. Yeah. Most likely will be clothes. Nigel Sylvester for Kith fall 2025, dude. My second Undefeated came yesterday. Nigel's shipping label was created. There you go. It's Kith collection with people from New York. That's true too. That's very, very true. That could absolutely be it. Well, that's dope. It's obviously not going to be a sneaker. Okay, so Conrad Tony says, good morning. At Run Club last night, I was running with Brandon Dunn, StockX. He's the HOF yapper, talking about when he's doing at StockX. We hit up on the when we finished the run. I asked what he likes on YouTube, and he mentioned the channel. When I asked would he ever come on, he told me he has to shoot you a DM. He's down anytime available. To remind him, Tony asked at Deadstock Run Club because he gets busy. Wow, that's dope. I wonder how, like, why did he randomly just bring us up? Should I pay resale for the Undefeated 4s right now, or should I wait after sneaker release? 3 more days until college football, King says. Should I pay resale for the Undefeated 4s right now, or should you wait until sneaker release? Honestly, dude, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something, bro. I would honestly just wait. Just wait, bro. I would just wait. Why do I say that? Just because, dude, like, we don't really know how they're going to drop the Jordan 4 Undefeateds. And I think that genuinely, like, I honestly think that's the reason why people are waiting. Like, people are honestly waiting. That's why prices are dipping down a bit, because people are genuinely waiting, bro. People don't want to pay $500-600 for a pair of shoes in the big 2025. Like, the thing is, like, think about it. If people were complaining this year alone that prices of sneakers at like $225 and then like $280 after tax, people don't want to pay that price. So what makes you think that people want to pay $500, $400 for a shoe? Ain't nobody want to pay that. You know what I mean? Nobody does. It's either retail or it's like, all right, well, the market is weird, so let me just go ahead and wait for a little bit, you know, and then prices maybe will dip down. But dude, like, listen, like, nobody wants to pay like $500 for a pair of shoes in the 2025. You know what I mean? It's a lot of money, man. You know, it's a lot of freaking money, especially the amount of shoes that are dropping this year alone. Like, it's like, bro, ain't nobody gonna want to, you know, pay that much. So that's why people are just going to wait. We were chatting about that. He likes on YouTube. He said the channel saw same old Seth DNA and Portland creator Greg Cube. Tony says that's dope. That's dope that he knows the channel. Tito for the two.
Titox23 donated $1.99. UCSB 95S have been ripping after a few wears.
Tito, thank you so much for the two. You see, SB 95s have been ripping after a few wears. Yeah, I did see that. I know a couple people mentioned it yesterday. But that, I mean, that's like one person. I didn't see like too many people mention like, oh, my 95s got holes in them. You know what I mean? I've been thinking 5s for years, and there was been some great colorways dropping, and they all sat, which is great. But no one can fool me and say the Awakes were hyped when they were announced. Wishful think. I mean, I said this yesterday because, like, I said this the other day, how like there was so much like a huge shift around the Awakes whenever the shoe ended up dropping. You know what I mean? So like, speaking of Awakes, so we went through the shatter backboards. We all know that's going to be 128,000 pairs dropping on the Nike sneakers app. So now, chat, okay, this is why I feel like they're going to wait. I feel like that's what Nike does sometimes, where like they kind of wait until like a big GR, something like this for shatter backboards, especially with like really big stock. I think they're going to wait until these shatter backboards end up dropping, and then they're going to start to load up a lot of these shoes. Now, once again, like, because I get asked every single day ever since the Awakes dropped. It's like, hey, Raph, is the Awakes going to drop on Sneakers app? Is the Undefeated 4 going to drop on Sneakers app? I mean, think about it, chat. All right, let's go back. If you look at the calendar, right, the Cavestone 4 is already loaded up for September 6th. You know, on for the 4s, right? There's no, everyone's like, yo, well, the Cavestone 4s are loaded up, but where's the other stuff? You know what I mean? So like, if you look at it, right, you look at it, once this is over, the shatter backboards are over, like they still got a really gray area of shoes before the year ends, or not the year, excuse me, the month. All right, we got these like random 5s that came out of nowhere. Obviously AirTech Challenge 2s, and like that is basically it, right? So like this like gray area is the Awake 5s, right? We don't see Awake 5s yet, and we also don't see the Undefeated 4s. So like, with as much as there's a lot of hype around these shoes, dude, like I really don't know if they're just gonna just randomly just load up the shoe and it's gonna drop on their scheduled date. Because people were like, yo, Rob, what's going on? They don't have this loaded up. So official images are officially out. This was a huge thing on Twitter yesterday, because I was like going through on Twitter and I was like, oh, there's really nothing dropping this week. And then boom, these pictures popped up out of nowhere. So official images are out for the Air Jordan 5 Awakes. I told you guys that the black and blue colorway was going to drop on the Nike sneakers app, but I'm not 100% sure if that pink one is. I don't think it is. Right? Maybe it will, because like there's technically not 7,000 pairs, I guess, because every pair is numbered to 1 out of 7,000. So who knows if there's more than or less than 7,000 pairs really out there. So obviously when you see official images, that means that are 100% dropping on the Nike sneakers app. But sometimes that doesn't really mean it drops here in the US. Sometimes we'll get official images and they'll only drop on the Nike sneakers app like overseas or something like that. You know what I mean? So, at the end of the day, we're going to have to wait and see. All right? We're going to have to wait and see at the end of the day. All right? They are using the other app to that picture, Mar says. All right, someone Kate, what up? Someone just DM'd me on Discord saying like there's Travis's restocking. Who said Travis's are restocking? Yeah, they are 1 out of 7,000, Jesus says. What up, Kenny? What's good, dude? Good morning. Good morning, Tyler. My undefeated fours came in busted. Uh-oh. Hey, man, at least listen. What up, Rahus? Hey, I tell you this. What up, Tooth? If your pair, came in because someone sent me a picture of their box, and they're like, yo, Raph, the UPS guy messed up my box, whatever. The box is all messed up. Dude, don't worry about the box because we all know we're wearing them, right? We want Travis fragments, Gorgon says. Restocking on GOAT. On GOAT app? Travis is? Let me see. What time? GOAT app drops? Let's see. Oh, go. Where is this? Where is it dropping at? Did you not see GOAT? I didn't see GOAT. Undefeated is dropping today? No. Okay, we're just talking about they're going to be dropping soon. The 28th is when they're projected to drop. My undefeateds came in perfect. Got GOAT low-key taxing on them, though, Christian says. 10 PST, yeah, starts at 1. Only small sizes, though. Where do I look at it? Bottom left corner. Bottom left corner, click it. Oh, I see. Yeah, you're right. Okay. So there's drops. If you click the left side link, it says drop times. So obviously each time is going to be different. So, dude, you get some Tom Sachs for $50. Union Jordan 1 highs for $80, dude. Come on, man. That's the other one, though. So these Travises drop on 10 a.m. PST. There's, opens on, today's the 20th, at 10 a.m. PST. Travis Scott Jordan 1 low, brown velvets. Yeah. What? Come. Get this shit off my screen, bro. Get this off my screen, bro. Bro, they're taxing at $325. How is this even a deal? Like, how much are they even going for? They're taxing at $325. Ooh. Fuck out of here. Who cares? Gives a shit. If you guys want to, sure. I thought it was going to be a deal. It's just $325. Shoes retail at $165. I don't even know. Listen, maybe because I don't care how much they're going for. I don't even know how much they're going for. Like, it's on the GOAT app. Travis is $325. Should be retail or below. Nah, it says it says market estimate 346, 352, but they're selling it for $325. It has the price on top of it. Just like the unions. It has unions at market at $100 to $141, and then the price that they're selling it for is $80. Like $325, you're gonna be paying, that's tax, shipping, all that, you're gonna be paying like $360 almost for this shoe. How much does this shoe go for? Man, I thought it was going to be like a retail. Because GOAT app, I know GOAT app Black Friday does like, deals, Black Friday deals. Hold on. Travis Scott. What is these called? Brown Velvets. See, last sale was $600. Well, it's going for that money. Bro, asking is like $400. You're like saving $20, I think. It's like I guess that's a deal. You save yourself like $20. $325, and then market is around like high 300s, closer to 4. Well, whatever. If you guys want to go for it, there you guys go. Because I know there's a couple people that kind of mentioned it. And I was kind of confused what that was all about. Someone DM'd me about it. Sorry. I'm just talking out of my, like, literally talking out of my. So I'm sorry. But I mean, you could get like unions. This is just the old unions that dropped back in 23. You could get those for $80. That's a deal. Okay, that's a steal for a dead stock pair. And then what else do you have on here? You have Yeezys. I don't know. There's a bunch of like miscellaneous stuff. You got Travis's tomorrow. Jumpman Jacks for $300, $250 for the red swoosh pair. So I mean, I guess there's some stuff that's dropping throughout this entire week. You got the Air Max 95s. So I can't show it on my screen because it won't show it. You know what I mean? So it only shows it on the app. There's some 95s which the retail is like $190, but they have it for $250 here. This is the Air Max OG Neons 95s. So I mean, I guess you save like, honestly, you probably save like $20 because they're just kind of going based off market in a way. Like they have the Fragment Jordan 1 High Travis's, but they're selling them for, market is between 16 to 22, but they're selling them for $11.50. That's on the 21st. So there's just some random miscellaneous sneakers, but they're like still taxed pretty high. They're definitely not for retail at all. Because I know during Black Friday, I'll tell you this, during Black Friday, right, Black Friday drops, they have deals on Black Friday. We've kind of talked about this before, where like if you're around for the Black Friday deals, GoDap does a really cool thing where like you know, they put out some deals for almost retail. Like you got like Union Dunks that dropped back in 22 that's dropping tomorrow for $130, obviously because market is not that high. So you're basically saving yourself like $30 for each drop, chat. So I mean, there's really, I don't really know if you want to consider that as like, oh my gosh, that's a freaking deal. You know, it's not a deal at all. They all need to be retailed, Gorgon says. Let's see, I'm not good at math. Travis Scott's are a mirage. $80 for those unions when they go for $100 is not a steal, Tito says. Bro, the fragments are limited. Yeah, I mean, they're limited, I guess. If you want to spend $1,100 on a pair of fragments, I guess, sure. You know what I mean? That's totally up to you. But when I listen, I was like, oh yeah, they are dropping on GoDaddy. But like, hey, but here's it's for $325. What the hell, dude? You might as well just wait for the Travis fragment lows to come out, buddy. Save yourself some money, chat. Don't FOMO. That's not even a deal, man. That's really not. Save your $30 and just focus on some of the shoes that are dropping the next couple weeks. But hey, man, listen, if you want to spend it, that's up to you. My birthday next weekend just went on the Undefeated to Cave Stones. Finesse says $250 for a red swoosh Jumpman Jack isn't bad. Tito says, yeah, like I said, there's some deals, I guess, if you want to save yourself some money. Keep Royal Blues foams in September. Kenny Power says, Raph, I aced the interview yesterday at the BMW. They offered me the job on the spot. Sales manager, BMW of Westchester. Thanks for the vibes. If you need a BMW, I can transport them anywhere. Shout out my boy Jay Milling. Congratulations on the new position, dude. Congrats. That's awesome. Can we move on from the Travis? I know the thing is, like, I don't. You want to talk about too much Travis, because let me tell y'all something. We're gonna be yapping about Travis's all September, dude. all September, dude. All September, we're going to be yapping about Travis's. Dude, I'm honestly just focused on this month. I don't know about you guys, but I'm like really focused and locked in for this month because like awakes, I really want to see those awakes in hand, dude. I want to see these awakes in hand, especially this blue colorway. Because I'm hearing like this shoe looks way better in hand. Like I said, we'll have the pink colorway coming very, very soon, but we got to wait until, you know, my homie gets his pair in hand. But I want to see these in hand to give you guys a full review. Obviously, you know, when it comes to undefeateds, we already have them in hand. And I know some of you guys are still waiting, but man, like I'm just so focused on like awakes, shattered backboards, and hopefully we get a Kobe day. You know what I mean? No EA. Yeah, no EA for the ones. Everything's going to be first come, first serve this weekend. Okay, I've been telling you guys this. Be ready for first come, first serve for the weekend for shattered backboards. I was gonna post this. I just seen this the other day, yesterday, or excuse me, not yesterday, but yeah, it was yesterday. And then you sent it to me this morning. Thanks you so much for reminding me, Rami. September drops are looking insane, man. Let me tell y'all something. September is gonna be a great month when it comes to shoes too. Like obviously everything is kind of spread out. And I just feel like there's a lot of underrated shoes that's really going like under the radar for the month of September, in my personal opinion. Obviously, with the so much hype around undefeateds 4s, I genuinely think Cavestone 4s are such a great shoe. Like I'm honestly you know what? You know, I'm not gonna say it, but anyways. Yeah, Cavestones are looking good. And it's crazy because I've been saying this to you guys that like the official images on the Cavestones, right? If you guys look at the Cavestones, hold on, let me see. If you look at the Cavestones official images, because they officially put out the images for the Cavestones, they look super brown here. And it's so crazy because they don't even look like that in person. Maybe because it hits different in like certain lights, I guess, because like this is the official images, right? They're loaded up on the Nike sneakers app, and there's official images on there, obviously, because they're loaded up. I told you guys. So when you see official images like that, that's a Nike official image for the shoe, and they have it loaded up on the Nike sneakers app. Like if you look at the shoe, the shoe looks super brown. And then you look at like the GS sizing. Like, if you look at what they were just kind of showing, it looks gray. You see? You see what I'm telling you guys? Like, it just depends on how the light hits. Like, look at the GS sizes. Look at the little kid size. They all look gray. The light hits different on the shoe. It just depends. So, I don't know if they took this at night, or if the quality is just way different than the Cavestone kids, big kid sizes. But like, if you look at it, dude, I'm telling you guys, like, it's a lot lighter. And this did not look like in hand. Like this color did not look like this. Like I would say it looks more brownish like this, but a lot more lighter than that. Like this is dark. This looks like almost like an Alma Mater, almost, in a way. Can we compare this to Alma Mater, chat? Light is different, Oscar says. The kids' Cavestones look different. They look like a completely different shoe, for sure. You know? But that's why I've been telling you guys. Like, you have to see in hand to really know how the shoe looks like. Because some of these pictures are very deceiving. It is. It's just like the UNC... Remember when the UNC Reimagines came out? Like, that shoe was very deceiving, too. Because, like Nike made the shoe look like crap. They really did in the on the Nike sneakers app when they first dropped. But in person, the UNC Reimagines look amazing. They look great. So yeah, some of these pictures are definitely deceiving. But once again, you know, if you guys want them, it should. Okay, hold on. Would you say would this be an easy cop? You know, if you really put in your footwork, I think this shouldn't be too bad to buy. If you put in that footwork with the amount of shoes that are dropping in September, like I'm sure these ones, especially the fact that they're, you know, dropping these on a Saturday, and that's the first week of September. I'm sure a lot of people are definitely going to be going after these, like these, And then we'll go through some of the drops that are going to happen in September as well. So people that have early pairs say they look nice in person. I'm gonna ask you guys this. I think I've asked this before because I've asked, what's the best, what's the most underrated Jordan this year in 2025? I mean, since there's been a good amount of 4s and great 4s this year in 2025, what would you say, what is the best Jordan 4 to drop this year? I feel like, obviously, it's either going to be break by breaks or undefeateds, but like, what would you guys say, in your personal opinion, is the best Jordan 4 to drop in 2025? All right, what would you say? Smoking on a blunt on my cave stones is, gosh. What up, Mo? What's good, man? What up, Mario? Passing the cave stones, don't need them. Not a bad shoe, though, Mario says. What Jordans are GR isn't an easy cob, Tony says. That, too. You're not wrong. The on JD should be an easy cob, Eddie says. Too plain. I have my undefeated 4s, Stop says. I feel like once you get, like, undefeated 4s and then you get, like, the white cements, you're, like, almost complete, dude, for the year. Like, when it comes to 4s. Like, maybe you'll throw in some, like, black cats in there, in the mix. All black Jordan 4, in the mix. The pizza 4s, the pizza. Wait, what's the pizza 4s look like? Y'all been asking about the 4s. Is it loaded up on the sneakers app? What's these pizza 4s y'all talking about? Yo, Rami, you got a picture of those pizza 4s? I know someone yesterday brought up the pizza 4s. What is that? Pizza 4s? I never heard of those. Quality is crazy on the bricks. I'm gonna near 4s in December, Rob says. Yeah, it's easy. Cave stones. I bet you people are gonna compare cave stones to Alma Manir for sure. You know what I mean? Probably. Oh, Google it? Man, come on, bro. I just asked because I know Rami always posts the link before I even mention it. They already came out with kids. They dropped already. He said kids only. Oh, it's only a kid shoe? Oh, then okay, whatever. It's only a kid shoe? Oh, well, if it's only a kid shoe, it doesn't really matter at this point. If you guys like the pizza... Oh, these. These? Is this it? Pizza Jordan 4s? They come in a pizza box. Really? Pizza Jordan 4s. Yeah, Rafa. Yeah, I mean, it's a pizza, bro. They got to put it in a pizza. How are they going to fit in a pizza box? Pizza boxes are flat. Pizza 4s are GS only, but they are fire. Already caught my pair. Little feet gang, Lenny says. Oh. I didn't even know these dropped. These drop on sneakers app? Just leave on SB95s for me, Redline says. These are it. I would have bought them. Really? I mean, they have a cool... I think what's nice about this sneaker is that, like, it's all black with red on the bottom, and then, like, the entire upper just has a nice little contrast to it, and it just makes the shoe pop. That's it. Those are nice. Deep dish Chicago pizza. Brittany, your link didn't work for some reason. I don't know why that didn't work. Bro, there's no way this is real. There's no way this is real. I just saw it, Brittany. I just saw it. There's no way this is real. Chat. There's no way this is freaking real. Ain't no way. Hold on. Let me show y'all something. What the heck? Come on, bro. People can't be this like... Alright, so Nice Kicks just posted this, and they said Nike and their damn quality control. It says Bolt shoes received today after finally getting a W from the Nigel Sylvester Air Jordan 1 Low, and this quality is G's F Christ Nike. The post has been removed. Look at that. Dude's complaining that there's bad quality control on the shoe because there's scuff marks around the sneaker. And he took a picture of them and complaining that the shoe's got scuff marks. The quality control is bad. Oh, brother. Yo, who's going to tell him? No, they definitely ain't trolling because the post got removed. The post got removed. That's the funny part, because they probably were serious and be like, and someone probably DM'd them, probably educating them about like, yo, bro, like it comes scuffed up, my guy. That's the whole point of the shoe, of better with time. Yo, I think this is funny. What up, DJ? What up, man? Yo, what's good? Morning. I mean, I know there was a couple people in here that kind of like criticized the shoe a bit, where like, yo, Rav, like the scuff marks don't look good, like on the shoe. Like, I totally get it. Like, the scuff marks don't look good on the shoe and stuff. But I mean, like, that's the whole point of building a lot of character around a sneaker. Like, I think this is cool. I mean, obviously it's not real scuff marks, you know, so it's fine. But people were like trying to compare this. Someone was trying to compare this shoe to freaking remember the Air Force Ones, like the dirty Air Force Ones? Someone compared it to that. I was like, bro, come on, man. Like, come on, bro. Like, you can't compare this shoe to a dirty Air Force One. You just can't, you know? So like, obviously with this one, you know, that was the whole story behind it. You know, as you wear it, it looks better with time. Don't rock scuff marks in the Bay Area, Kenny. And plus, you can't really see the scuff marks. Like, the only way someone's gonna see those scuff marks if you really look close. Like, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it still looks good. I mean, the shoe looks good. The quality, I heard the quality is great with this sneaker in person. So, it's supposed to resemble him using his shoes to stop his bike because his bike didn't have brakes, Good Wash says. Not comparable, even if it's slightly. I demand a refund, Deadly Venom says. Where are the wakes loaded at? Official images are loaded up, Kosher. Official images are now loaded up on the Nike backend, so it's gonna drop soon. I don't know, what was the specific date for that, by the way? When is the did they say on the blogs exactly what day was? August 30th, right? So you have Undefeateds on the 28th, and then these are supposed to drop the same week. Golly, bro. Yeah, so you have the Undefeated 4s on the 28th, and then you have the Awakes, which is slated to drop on August 30th, which is the same exact week. Holy golly. That's a big week. Next week is 100% a big week, and I will be live. Like, if it ends up being exclusive access on the Nike Sneakers app, my guess, if they end up doing an EA for the Undefeated 4s, it most likely will be like on a different time. Like, it's not gonna be like, oh, it's gonna, what time did the Unions drop? Because they dropped it as an exclusive access, didn't they, on Sneakers app? What time was that? Does anybody remember? I think it was at 10. Because they always, like, it, like, Nike tends to, like, do exclusive access surprise drops at 10 a.m. PST, which is 1 p.m. Eastern time. What time does anybody remember what time they did EA for Unions? I could look back on my stream, but I don't know if it was, like, right at 10 o'clock Eastern time, or if that was 10 a.m. PST. I don't remember. Seeing all the W's on the Nigel site made me happy, though, CD says. Absolutely, man. They had to do it, man. They had to do that. There's no way that they're going to let people not hit again on his site. Where's it loaded up? It's already loaded official images on the back end of Nike. That's why we're showing the pictures. Problems paying bills, Gal Joe DeLeon says. I'm going to have to fit on the block. Was it 10 a.m. Eastern time? So they did an exclusive access at 10 a.m. EST. I'll go back on my stream and double check. I'll double check on that. 10 a.m. PST or 1 p.m. Eastern time? Okay. So they did like on a different time, on a different date. And I truly think they're probably going to do the same thing with undefeateds. Most likely, they're going to drop it at like 10 a.m. PST, 1 p.m. Eastern time, like on a random time. My birthday day after the undefeated drop on the 29th, Finesse says. Rafi, the Trav is dropping on my wedding day. Wants to help me cop a pair, Jason says. Rafi, you help my workday go faster. Thank you, bro. If you got a pair of metallic 5s new from eBay and the box is destroyed and the seller didn't disclose, would you ask for a refund? I mean, just depends on what you got it for. If they didn't mention, like, if I'm buying a sneaker, I'll tell you this. When I'm buying a shoe, right, and I know I'm going to wear it for the toe, I would really care less about this box. I mean, at the end of the day, I got the box, but I would care less for it. But, like, if it's something that you are, like, kind of investing in, I mean, at the end of the day, it's up to you. Because, I mean, if you're buying the metallic 5s at a premium price, yeah, I mean, you would want everything to come in new. You know what I mean? It's up to you, dude. It's totally up to you. It's however you want to look at it. Like, because the thing is, because I know some people care about the box, you know, because everyone wants to take care of their stuff. You know, they want a box that is perfect and they want to stack it up with the rest of their boxes. You know, that's up to you because it's your money at the end of the day, you know. So, like, if you spend like $500 on the metallic 5s, like, I'm expecting my pair to come in good. Like, if they're putting it out where, like, oh, it's very, you know, near, you know, it's like dead stock and it's new and they disclose that the box is broke, like, or beat up, then it could be that the box was beat up during transit too. You got to put that into consideration, right? Like, you got to consider that boxes do get all beat up during transit, but, like, if the box is not beat up from the outside of the packaging and then it's beat up from the inside, so yeah, that means they probably disclosed that because there's no way that a box is going to get all messed up, right? I mean, it just depends on the damage if the outside of the box is not even dented, you know? We talking about boxes in my what up influence? I'll respond to the seller and tell him to legit. Says, I need me a pair of these Awake 5s. Both pairs look really nice, Chevy Ride says. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, at the end of the day, like, I don't know what the stock numbers are going to be with these. Like, I'm expecting stock numbers for the blue pair to be somewhat high. I think it's going to be around, like, if I would guess how much stock there is going to be for this blue Awake, it's going to be roughly around 30,000. That would be my guess. That would be my guess, chat. If I would guess, like, how much stock numbers there are going to be on this one, I think it's going to be 30K. Since, like, there was only, like, a couple people that hit on the blue pair on the Awake website, because everyone's like, yo, I thought the pink pair was more limited, Raf. But the thing is, you have to understand is that, like, Nike is dropping the blue pair. So I think they probably want to drop majority of the blue pair on the Nike sneakers app. And I think that's the reason why you barely saw anyone hit on the Awake website for this shoe. So, but like I said, at the end of the day, we'll see how much stock there will be. So 10,000 only, Kosher says. They said 13K. Any reason they would? Well, the thing is, listen. I mean, yes, the rumor was 13,000. The rumor was possibly 13,000. Okay. They also said there was only 7,000 pairs of the Awakes because it was quote unquote numbered, but every single pair was only numbered 1 to 7,000, you know? So can we technically say they only had 7,000, or did they have more? Because what if the number was just to build up hype, you know? Because everyone has those questions where, like, what was the whole point of being it numbered if they're just going to number just all the pairs to 1 to 7,000? You know, I think that was the whole point. Just to build up a little bit of hype. And it's like, it is what it is, you know? Like, if they know only a number 1 to 7,000, I mean, so be it. I don't think it really changes anything in the market either, because the last sale was 738 on this 5. And I honestly think these 5s are going to hold up pretty well. From what it looks like. Okay, from what it looks like, I think these 5s are going to hold up pretty well, man. It's an expensive Jordan 5. Like, for me, it makes 0 sense to why a pink shoe Jordan 5 is going for $700. Like, huh? I don't remember the last time a pink shoe was going for like $700. But since there was so much high in demand in the shoe and like the whole like, you know, scheme scandal scamming stuff went down, like you know, there was a lot more demand. So I don't know. I believe the Wakes with the numbers, man. Why wouldn't you? Grill says. I mean, I'm not saying that I don't, but at the same time, it's like if they're all the pairs are only 1 out of 7,000, like then, you know, then that kind of gives you maybe a reason why they did that. You know, they will come down. Joe, you think so? Wait until people get their pairs in. But there's not really like, okay. There wasn't like a dramatic amount of people that hit though. Can you say that? Was there a dramatic amount? Like this wasn't like undefeateds. Undefeated 4s, there was a ton of W's. I mean, W's were going out for hours. W's only went out for like maybe like 10 minutes. It's only 700 because people don't have 7,000 in yet. Don't worry, the resale community will tank them influence as. Maybe. We'll see. Hopefully. That'd be cool. Sneakers EA on August 30th. So you're saying, so you're telling me, Mark Ingram, okay, since we don't have the Awakes loaded up, we don't have the undefeated 4s loaded up on the Nike Sneakers app yet, right? We have official images, okay? So you're telling me that both Awake 5s and undefeated 4s are about to be in exclusive access the same week. Y'all telling me that Nike is about to do 2 exclusive, like, please, Nike, can I say something, chat? I genuinely hate exclusive access. I don't know. I feel like that's like the new shock drop. I feel like that's like the new hype shock drop is exclusive access. Exclusive access, me personally, gotta be the stupidest idea. The dumbest idea ever. Why do I say that? Because you probably got a bunch of accounts out there that get EA and they don't even know they got EA. It's like a dead account that hasn't been used since like 2021 or 2020 or something like that, since COVID. It's like, I just made this account because everything was reselling. I was going for mids, Jordan 1 mids, because they were reselling. So I fell off the sneaker game. And it's probably like a dead account that's sitting somewhere out there that gets EA. And plus, that's not me being biased. Okay? I understand. I barely get EA. But like, to build up hype, I mean, I don't know if it's even if it's to build up hype anyways, chat. I tell you that. I don't even know if it's to build up hype too. Like, honestly, I get it. Like, it is definitely working out for Nike because it's giving it to the, you know, random accounts. You know, there's no potential that there's zero chance that a bot is botting exclusive access on the sneakers app. There's just no way. But like, does it really force people to be active on the app though, Tooth? Does that really matter? Like, are you on the Nike Sneakers app every single day just to hope to get exclusive access? Because the thing is, at the end of the day, okay, let me tell y'all something. It seems quote unquote fair, right? But like, if you get exclusive access, you would think that you're almost guaranteed a pair, but you're not. Like, we've seen all year that exclusive access, they've done EA for unions. They did exclusive access just recently for, I forgot, it was recently something. Was it for that? No, it wasn't for the Undefeated 4. It was for something. Was it this month or last month? And people were taking L's on exclusive access. You know? So what's the point of EA? You know what I mean? Like, I get it. It's like, oh, I got exclusive access. Holy smokes. But you're not even guaranteed a W. You're not. They do EA and it's sold out. You feel me? Like it's nothing special. Like exclusive access is nothing special. It's really not. It's just less people going for the shoe. That's it. But you still have to put your name in that, right? And you just gotta hope that you actually hit. So you're not really fully getting a W yet. Because at that point, you might as well just drop it as just a regular drop, as you know what I mean? As a 10-minute raffle, or because I'd rather get a 10-minute raffle than an EA drop, because then an EA drop, it's, what do they say? Time is money. Time is money, because what if they do exclusive access, right? Some of you guys are saying oh, well, Raph, it's, I think EA is better. It's fair, whatever. Imagine waiting all day. Okay. Imagine waiting all day, right? Imagine waiting all day. You want 10 a.m. PST, right? 10 a.m. PST. You got to wait for that long. Okay. All day to find out you didn't get no EA. Sometimes to finish on JD Sports is not guaranteed, but at least they do it early. It's you know what I mean? No, I've gotten EA multiple times too. So you must be new to the chat. You probably got, if you came around during COVID time. Yeah. You look like a guy that came around COVID time, started collecting during COVID. But the thing is it's just time. It just sucks that you wait all day, I mean, no one's forcing you to wait all day, right? No one's forcing you. But you have to consistently check your phone. It's because yes, they'll notify you, but it's you still got to go check. Be all right, let me go see if I got EA. I don't know. Maybe I'm just complaining, bro. That's true too, DJ. I mean, you're right. No one's forcing you to wait all day to potentially get an EA. Hit on Navy. I'm just saying, just make it sweet and easy. You know what I'm saying? Make it sweet and easy. Isn't that the point though? Yeah, I guess. But it would be nice to see a good amount of dubs. But I mean, at the end of the day, you still probably do. Raph, good morning. Just tapping in. If JD is doing EA for the Shatter backboards this week? No, they are not. They are not. Toof, how are you gonna say I sound like a Karen, but you pocket watch almost every single person in this chat? Raph, you are talking from a consumer point of view. Nike just don't care as long as the shoe sells. They do try to make it seem fair, but yeah, I know, and I get it, and I am for sure talking as a consumer point of view for sure, because it's why does Nike keep doing this, type deal? But it's even if they try, and I get it, and they try to make it as fair as possible, but even it sounds like it's as fair as possible. People are just going to still complain, right? People are still going to complain, even though they're trying to make it fair. Why is Nigel being pushed so hard? Bro has zero BMX accomplishments. Dougie says, Raph, why is Nigel being pushed so hard? Bro has 0 BMX accomplishments. Dude, I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. Listen, I don't know how collabs, I honestly don't know how collabs end up being a thing, right? How do they go from I get what you're saying in a way, because it's all right, we want that guy, you know what I mean? But damn, I know, right, Eddie? I was damn. He went straight to the point. And I'm not saying it's a fair point, but he's just, he's kind of observing what, he sees. So, but I don't know. It could be his following. It could be what he represents. It could, I don't know. That's something that you might have to ask him. Okay. That's something you might have to ask him. I genuinely do not know. Maybe somebody knows when they first dropped this shoe back in 2018 or 17. But that's something you might have to ask him.
Joe Bertis donated $9
Kosher,
y
we were just
99
talking about
centavos.
that.
This Boricua busted all over the walls and furniture.
Huh? This Boris busted all over the what? Golly. Shout out to Joe Ortiz for the $10 donation. Sheesh. Thank you, Joe, for the $10 donation. I appreciate that. Thank you. Michael Jordan has 0 professional accomplishments before getting signed, bro. Bro, you can't. Let me tell you something, bro. 310 kicks. You can't compare Michael Jordan to Nigel Sylvester, because you have to understand that, like, before Michael Jordan even got into the NBA, the man was already talented. So, like, brands are going to invest into an athlete because they know and they believe that dude is going to be great later down the road. You can't compare Michael Jordan to Nigel. He was already successful before getting into the NBA. I mean, that's just his take, okay? Nothing to trash his take, all right? There's nothing wrong with that, okay? But, like, it's like, for instance, it does suck because, like, Adidas invested into Derrick Rose, right? Derrick Rose had a huge sign with Adidas, obviously still getting paid from Adidas in a way, I think. I don't know what happened with his contract, but, like, once he got, like, he had an amazing rookie year, got regular season MVP, and then he got hurt multiple times, and then just, Adidas kind of fell off with Derrick Rose because he was always hurt, and no one was really interested in. I mean, don't get me wrong, when Derrick Rose was playing in the league, when he was healthy, dude, his sneakers were flying out of the shelves. You know what I mean? But, like, I don't know. Michael Jordan is just a different breed, bro. And that's not me being biased because Kobe's my GOAT because I grew up watching Kobe, but, like, Michael Jordan was very talented and successful before he even got to the NBA, So, does he have a lifetime deal with Adidas, Derrick Rose? It's just like, it just sucks because, like, ever since he got hurt and stuff like that multiple times, like, he blew both of his knees out, I think. Like, it just sucks, bro. Like, it sucks. I almost feel bad for him because truly, I thought Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls could have possibly won a championship that year if he never went down. So LeBron signed to Nike way before he got in this first championship. They signed a lot of nowadays, athletes get signed way before, like, they get signed quick because obviously, like, a lot of brands want to invest into a specific athlete, right? Before another brand goes after them. That's normally, I would assume so, like brands, like, for instance, before, anybody signed, Michael Jordan, right? Between Adidas and Nike, that was the competition right there because Michael Jordan wanted to go to Adidas, right? And then there was that competition. But nowadays, dude, like, brands are like, hey, we want to invest. I think we should invest in this person now, like there's so many different athletes that get signed by different brands all the time before they even get into, like, the bigger leagues. So, someone posted what? Hold on. Eldon Monitor. What did Eldon Monitors post? Let's check it out. Someone said Eldon Monitors posted. What did he say now? What up, Jumperman Chris? Jumperman Chris. Oh, he just posted, like, who remembers when Wu-Tang Dunk's high shock dropped at midnight. I remember this. Rafi is gonna get signed to Skechers. Also, price is low to sign them before they blow up. Exactly, smart for brand side. Exactly, it's cheaper, right? It's cheaper. It's like, all right, let's sign this person. We don't know exactly what they're gonna do in the near future, but we want to invest in them. So obviously the cost is low. They probably do like a 3-year deal, it's like a rookie contract, right? It's like a lot of like football, especially football players, like, for instance, like Brock Purdy or like any rookies that's a quarterback, like, they will go through their entire rookie contract until like that shit expires before they pay them. So that's normally how it goes, because injuries happen, because they could be like, all right, we don't want to invest in this athlete because they're always hurt after their quote unquote rookie contract, and then let's just drop them. Happens. Yeah, this, if anybody remembers this drop right here, they dropped this at midnight. I remember that. It was right after the Travis drop. I don't know which Travis drop it was. It was one of the Travis drops. I think it was medium olives, I think. Maybe. Medium olives. And then after we went off live after the medium olives, these end up dropping at midnight. That was like literally like the most random shock drop I've ever seen that Nike has ever done. Johnny, what up, man? Official images are loaded up on the back end of Nike now. When you see pictures like this, official images, that means the shoe is gonna come very, very soon. All right, official images are out. That means it's coming soon. Was it Jumpman Jacks? Oh yeah, the Mochas. It might have been the Mochas. Nike should focus on better quality sneakers and insoles. I would care less who signs with Nike. I would say throughout the years that Nike has done way better with insoles. I would say, like, obviously they have to go cheap, but like they've done better. They've done better with insoles, in my personal opinion. Like, remember, like, oh, well, I don't know if they still do it, but like I remember where like you could barely like pull the insole out of your shoe. Like that shit would be like stuck inside your sneaker where you cannot even like pull it out. Nike messed up with Curry. Well, Curry is with Under Armour, you know, and maybe Curry just wanted to be a little different. I like and plus when Stephen Curry was with Under Armour, where he's still with Under Armour, his shoes are still very successful. I like NBA who can't do layups in practice, like Angel Reese. Yes, I remember that Wu-Tang shock drop at midnight. Chevy Ride says, am I ready for fantasy football? Absolutely, dude. I'm just ready to cop shoes and watch football. Famous says Supreme SB Dunks officially dropping on FW. More new leaks images. No, are you sure? I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, sir. The SB's dropping in Supreme. I don't know if that's gonna happen, dude. Don't get people started, because a lot of people want those Supreme SBs. That will be probably, if they are going to drop Supreme SBs, that will be probably the hypest SB to drop this year alone, because SB has been kind of quiet. No, Nike forgot Nike forgot Stephen Curry's name while having a meeting with him, and he signed with Under Armour immediately after. Larry says, Fire Reds and Tokyo 5 is all I need for September. Too Crucial says. All right, here we go, chat. All right, September drops are looking insane. You guys ready? Oh man, I forgot about this. September 1st, the Lego Nike collection. I forgot all about this. I'm not going to hold y'all. I totally forgot about all this. And I gave my honest opinion about this, the whole Lego collection. I get it. Nike is doing something a little bit different. I think it's a cool concept, especially anybody that grew up wanting Legos. I mean, there's grown people that still collect Legos, which is cool. You know what I mean? If you want to do, collect Legos and build them. I've seen a lot of people that on TikTok, there's a lot of people that actually have a whole like room full of Legos, which is insane. But it's like one of those nostalgia things where like you grew up, having Legos and stuff like that, and then now they're having an actual collab with Lego. So I think it's cool. I think they could have done better. I feel like they should have done different with the like they need to just get rid of regular dunks. Like, would have been better if Nike still implements Nike runners with collabs. I still think that should be a huge thing that Nike should push. I don't know why they don't. I don't know why they don't. Like, it's like they're trying to like relive the COVID days with dunks. I get it, but like throwing a collab on a dunk is just not going to help the silhouette, dude. It's just not going to help it. like, I get it. Like, they want dunks. They want to move dunks because it's cheaper. But like, and let's go to make this cheap by like throwing a collab on a regular dunk. It's just not gonna work sometimes, you know. Like, I truly think Nike should do more push of like Nike runner collabs. I think they should do that. I think a lot of people will love that. If they're trying to innovate the runner side of sneakers, they should do more collabs with runners. I understand. Let's do a collab with Jordan 3s. Let's do a collab with Jordan 5s, with Jordan this, Jordan that. Like, I think, well, influence. I'm not saying getting rid of regular dunks. I'm not saying that, but I just feel like I don't know what's the nicest way to put it, where like they're just trying to force it in a way. Cause that's not what the people want. Like, imagine if, like Rejuvenate, Vomeros, we've talked about how like Pegasus are huge in the Nike runner side. Like, imagine if they did like some sort of like collab with those type of silhouettes. People, even Vomeros, like when Vomeros were at when it's at its peak, they could have done a collab with that. That would have been dope. Still waiting on innovate. I mean, the thing is, DJ, right? Like, for instance, like this right here. This shoe right here. Okay. I think this sneaker has been getting a lot of criticism. A lot. Hold on. Let me grab it real quick. Someone asked me, can you compare the foams? I deleted my post on Instagram, by the way. Hold on. Compare foams to this. Let me show you guys real quick. Dude, these foams are so cooked. I haven't even looked at my foam runners in a while, and I didn't realize how cooked they are. So, and I've been trying to compare this with you guys. Look how cooked these are. Look at this. Golly. So you have, remember what I was telling you guys? That like the V look of the shoe reminds me of the foams. That's why I was telling y'all, like if you initially look at the shoe, that's the first thing that I thought about was a foam runner, because it has that V look. You guys see that? Has that V look. And plus, like, people are like, oh, these are ugly. Bro, this shit is ugly. Come on now. Like, truly, like, these are not bad in person. Like, if you, like, that's, okay, I'm not being biased, but I'm just saying, like, we've seen ugly shoes before, but, like, this colorway and just seeing the shoe in hand is actually not bad, right? Like, this shoe has been getting a lot of criticism, and I think it's probably because, like, no one couldn't hit on this shoe, and I totally get it, but, like, I mean, this shit was ugly, too. I mean, it still is, but it's still very damn comfortable. Feel me? But yeah, that was like the big comparison that I wanted to bring up, that like it's definitely similar when I'm putting on the Air Max 1000. It's kind of similar to the foam runner, you know. But yeah, anyways, like, because the thing is, the shoe feels like a foam. Like, if you have this in hand, like, this shit feels like a foam, bro. Like, this is like, it feels like a foam. Like, when you putting your foot in it, and also inside the shoe, like, it feels just like foamy. So I just wanted to compare that a little bit, because I've been getting so many comments asking, yo, Matt, what would you compare the foam runner? How would you compare the foam runner to the Air Max 1000s? And people are like, yo, what's it called? What's more comfortable? They're both comfortable. They're both very, very comfortable. I would just say that the Air Max 1000 is 10 times more durable. That is it. And then obviously with the foam runner, it's 10 times more breathable. 10 times more breathable, man. That's the difference between the two. Got no room to breathe. Exactly. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's not me being biased, but the breathability on those Air Max 1000s are not very good. So, once again, Steven Smith designs are undefeated. Tony says your feet can breathe better on the foam runners. Absolutely, you can. 100%. Yeah, 100% can. But who remembers penning on foams? Snowbird says. All right, here we go. September 1st, we got the Legos collabs. We kind of got out of track, but September 1st, again, the Nocta's Nike Glides. Nocta Nike Glides. I did not hear anything about this shoe even dropping in September. That's in September 1st, too. September 4th, Converse Shies. Oh, the Shies are finally coming out, huh? Man, this is a weird looking shoe. I know, Chevy, facts. Why are you talking like you the teacher and we are your students? Weird. I'm not gonna lie, Jeff, your comment is just weird, bro. I'm not even a teacher, bro. I'm not even trying to talk to you guys like you guys are students. I'm just speaking my mind. Anyways, what the fuck, bro? Converse Shy 001 Butters. Yeah, these are weird looking, man. I'm not gonna hold y'all. How do you guys feel about this one? How do you guys feel about this one? This is definitely one I want to see in hand, but like first glance of it, I'm not crazy. I'm not a crazy fan of him. Not a crazy fan of these. They're moving more towards plastic, Johnny says. Okay. Dude, I still want to try these, man. I want to try these. I want to try these really bad. The Jaw 3s. I'm telling you, like, the Jaw 3s have been growing on me really, really heavy. Really, really heavy. Is there a reason why they I don't know if Jaw 3s are like this, like they do that, like they mismatch the shoes, because I've seen a couple Jaw 3s that they've mismatched the shoe multiple times, but I don't know if that's something that they kind of wanted to do moving forward or whatnot, but I don't know. What up, Al Chang? What's good? I'm happy that shoe companies are becoming innovated and trying new things. I believe Nike is using Converse as a testing ground for introducing new shapes and tech. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, not everybody's going to be satisfied to what brands do, even though they try to be different in a way. And some people are not going to be satisfied. You know, I promise you there's probably motherfuckers out there right now talking about innovated, about, oh, Nike's not innovated, and they're probably looking at StockX right now to how much that shoe is going for. Like the amount of people that were criticizing, like, I get it, Air Max 1000. It's just not being biased, but you would think that if a shoe is trash or Nike is this, Nike is that, you would think that shoe wouldn't really sit. Mind you, it was probably really limited, right? But the amount of people that were still going for the shoe kind of speaks volume in a way. Like, the amount of people that go for a shoe speaks volume, because why? Because they probably see how much the shoe is going for. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes, man. Converse uses yarn and cardboard for their shoes, Orlando says. Rafi, I gotta take. Oh my gosh, thanks for the announcement. Jordan 4 Cave Stone dropping September 6th. I know a lot of you guys want this. All right, September 6th, Cave Stone 4s. Every company trying to be easy, Ronnie says. September 9th, Air Jordan 1 High Light Mander Root. I haven't heard this. I don't know. Sneaker Ambition. I don't know why the grade schools look different than the men's. I don't know. What's wrong with the link method? I don't know. They should have pushed that a little bit more when it comes to exclusive access. Like they should have done like those link shock drops, like similar like the SB4. Like I enjoyed that drop. How like they had like someone like what was it, Eric Costin, that posted the shock drop link. In order to get to that shoe, you had to click that link. I like that, man. They should have done that to begin with. Yeah, these ones are not bad. This shoe will be mine. I need this shoe. This honestly, this might be a hot take, but this might be the best Kobe to drop in 2025, man. The amount of glazing I've been doing with this shoe, I'm telling y'all, if you are a Kobe fan and you've been enjoying Nike basketball, because I was gonna show this might be you know, I mean, I know some people don't care, but I really want a pair of the Asia ones, like that shoe, the yellow pair. Hold on, I liked it on Twitter. I like this too. Like I've been really messing with the Asia A1s. Like these are dope, bro. The look of them, it reminds me, I don't know if you guys remember, what was that pink, black shoe that dropped like years ago? And if anybody remembers, I think it was an Air Max. Was it an Air Max? God, it was like a trainer, a Nike trainer that dropped years back. It was like maybe 2015, 14. And it was like an old trainer. And dude, I've always wanted a pair of them. And I just couldn't afford it during the time. I think it was 2014, bro. It was like a 2014 trainer. Oh man, if I could find it, I'll let you guys know. But I totally forgot what it was. Oh, here we go. The Nike Free Trainer 5.0 back in 2014. If anybody remembers this, dude, I used to love these shoes. I know you guys would be like, yo, these are, what is that, Raph? What was it called? The Nike Free. I think that's the reason why I like them. I was like, why does he look familiar? Right, Nike Free Trainer 5.0 2014. Dude, specifically this colorway. Oh, brother. Nah, it was these. It was like the Nike Free Trainers. I wanted these so bad. I don't know why. I wanted these really, really bad back in 2014. I couldn't buy it. Couldn't afford it. Raph, you take the YPT Las Vegas Ace game? I have not. I don't really watch WNBA, to be honest with you, man. So anyways, these are sick. Like if you see her shoes in hand, these are dope. Yeah, the Asia Wilsons, yeah, her shoe is dope, man. I personally like hers before over the Sabrinas. I've seen the Sabrinas in hand. I'm not saying it's a bad shoe, but like I think Nike basketball lately they've been doing very, very well. Like I'm telling you this right now, man. Like I promise you guys, if anybody in here that wants the Kobe 9 Elite Lows Moonwalkers, I promise you will not regret this purchase. It's $180, I'm sure, probably on $190, but they will take my $190 for this shoe. I need this sneaker. I am going to 100% hoop with them. 100%. Hey man, I'm not gonna lie, chat. I was hooping yesterday, man. I went to my scrimmage yesterday because I play ball every Tuesday, and man, I was actually the thing is, like, I've noticed that like I don't get as tired. Like I remember when I first started playing basketball again, dude, I was gassed. But now, like, I'm like up and down that court, bro. Like, it's been really, really fun. So, and we actually did a film yesterday. In one of my scrimmages yesterday, they asked me if I could bring a camera and a tripod, so I did. So I what's it called? I filmed some of our runs. So, dude, yesterday, oh man, it was getting intense, dude. There was this one dude and the other dude going at it. Hey man, they were like, hey, just ISO, bro. ISO. ISO it. Dude, these guys were wanting the last shot. I was like, man, just ISO. I told everyone, just ISO, bro. Let them freaking hoop. Oh, 100% a W conditioning. I've already lost 5 pounds now. I've lost 5 pounds just because I've been playing ball every week. So I thought I was like steadily like, because I haven't been on haven't been looking at my weight, but I'm at 160 now. I was at like 166 before I started playing basketball, but now I'm at 160. So I send you a checkout link right now for $50 for them Kobe's. No, I need these, bro. I need these bad. I need a pair of AE1s, not gonna lie, dude. I rocked my AE1s yesterday. I'm telling you guys, if you guys need some new basketball shoes you want to try out, Anthony Edwards is a great shoe, dude. I've been really loving the AEs, man. So they should be playing one. Dude, it was like the last shot. So basically what they do is that they put a 12-minute timer on the board, and like if it ends up tying after the timer goes off, then it's basically overtime. It's like whoever gets the last shot. And let me tell y'all something. I was like, bro, ISO. Everyone just ISO on these guys, bro, because they were going at it, bro. How's your wifey's weight journey going? Oh, it's going well, man. It's going very, very well. She's lost like about over 15 pounds now. So running and no sugar has weight fallen off for me, Tony says. There you go. Can you dunk? Hell yeah, I can. What you mean? I could dunk, bro. Come on, man. But yeah, I need these Kobe's, bro. I need these Kobe's, man. I need these Kobe's bad. All right. September 12th, Yu-Gi-Oh! Nike Air Max 95s. The Joey Wheelers dropping on September 12th, which I know a lot of you guys are extremely excited for the shoe. By the way, hey, man, listen. If anybody ends up getting this shoe, I just need the card. They do come with a card, a Yu-Gi-Oh card, and they also come with the cool box. I'm expecting the shoe to be very, very limited. Very, very limited. It's not going to be an easy scoop for these Air Max 95s. You guys already seen that Nike has been really making these Air Max 95s extremely limited. So I wouldn't be surprised if this shoe ends up being like 2,000 pairs of them dropping. So y'all sleeping Adidas jumped over Jumpman this year, Tony says. Where can I cop Undefeated? Big money, dude. That's what I'm telling you. I know they're not loaded up on the Nike sneakers app just yet. Official images are now loaded up. You just be tapped in with the streams, bro. Tapped in with the streams. Tap in with us, man. I promise you, you gotta listen. If you want to find out more information about the upcoming drops, just tap in with us. We stream almost every single day. I'm sure we'll get more updates probably after the shattered backboards end up dropping on the Nike sneakers app. I think there's going to be a whole lot of noise next week. Next week is going to be a big week. I'm telling you guys this right now. Like, if you're just tapping in here and there, I promise you guys, tap in 100% next week, because next week is a huge week for a lot of you guys, because you have the Wake 5s and you also have the Air Jordan 4 Undefeateds, and that's why you're gonna get a lot of those questions like, oh, why aren't they loaded up on the Nike sneakers app? Well, that's why I told you be tapped in every single day, because we will update you every single time. I don't want you guys missing out on this information, because I know some people are kind of getting their kids ready for school at the end of August, since it's back to school shopping and whatnot. But like, next week is going to be a big week, and you wonder why they haven't loaded up the Undefeated 4s and the Wake 5s just yet. There's a reason why they did that, because they know that those two shoes alone, especially for the Undefeated 4s, are the most hyped sneakers and the most demanded sneakers this month in August. So I mean, they're definitely gonna have you guys wait around. So that's why I told y'all, like, be tapped in every single day, because we will give you guys updates throughout the entire stream if we hear any updates on anything. So exclusive, yeah, it might be Mr. Total Chang, it could be, but like I said, that's why I said tap in. I will have an updated video today for sure, because I haven't updated posted a video in a couple days, so I want to put out some content for you guys, just to update you guys what to expect for next week, because it's going to be, you're going to get a lot of people in here. And I said this before, since a lot of you guys have been getting a lot of people in here since, for the Monday and Friday streams where there's really nothing going on, you're going to get like a dramatic jump of people coming in here on next week, Monday, asking the question, where's the Undefeated 4s? When are they dropping? What time? You're going to get a lot of people asking that. So all I got to say is, if you're hearing all this information now, just be prepared that you're going to get a ton of traffic next week As of right now, 15,000 pairs are loaded up in the back end on the Nike sneakers app for the Undefeated Force. 15,000. And that is one reason why I'm expecting it to be an exclusive access, because of that stock number. Like, that stock number is stupid low. And I told y'all, like, your best chances to hit on Undefeated 4s was on the Undefeated website. Like, I understand that not everybody hit, but that was the best chance. And I know it sounds kind of like douchey of me to say, but like, it's true, because, you know, obviously if Nike does an exclusive access, like, it's like, yo, Raph, how do I get EA on the Nike sneakers app? If anybody's new to like sneakers and Nike, exclusive access basically means Nike selects a limited of random accounts, right? They randomly choose accounts, and you get an opportunity to purchase the shoe on the Nike sneakers app. Now, once again, exclusive access is not for everybody. They will randomly go out to random accounts, like I mentioned before. And if you get exclusive access, it does not guarantee availability in your size. Okay? So just remember that. Just because you get EA doesn't guarantee you a size. Just because you have to be quick with it too. Where's the raffle? What's the password? Yeah. We already shared that one, Rami. Appreciate that link, but Brittany shared that with us. Mark of your price for the 8.5. Time to try. That's why I said is that if you were waiting around for, you know, for sneakers app to drop, you know, I'm just gonna say it for myself. I'll talk for myself. I would consider paying resale if you don't have a pair now. Prices are pretty low right now, and I think after the Nike sneakers app drop, and when people realize how much stock there actually are on the Undefeated 4s, that means prices are going to go back up. I mean, 15,000 is the projected stock number for next week. That's not a lot. And think about how much demand there is for the Undefeated 4s. There's a lot of demand. So I'm expecting prices to dip up, go back up after the sneakers app drop. Jeffrey, what up, man? You have to tap your screen 25 times while listening. Yeah, dude, there's like, I guess a lot of people asking me, is there like a cheat code to get exclusive access on the Nike sneakers app? Yeah, there's no cheat code, bro. Absolutely no cheat code, man. It's just random. Completely freaking random. All right. And like I said, I'll explain it into another video for you guys as well. It's not much at all. All right, here we go. Next shoe up. Ooh, I think low key, other than Travis's, like I'll put Travis on the side because obviously everyone's gonna say Travis's. I think this is the sneaker of the month for some of you guys. I think this shoe right here, but I feel like there's gonna be a ton of stock. This is gonna be another Grape 5, I think. Where like, you know, people thought there was gonna be less stock on the Grape 5s, but end up getting a ton. I think it's going to be the same thing with these 5s. But I feel like a lot more people are going to like these than the grapes, though. I will point that out because I know someone in here is going to be like, nah, Raph, people want these versus the grapes, which is true. I would say you are absolutely right. That these are a shoe that a lot of people are going to want. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's true. Travis's are on a different level for sure when it comes to like demand, and I totally get it because, you know, Travis sneakers are hype, especially for Jordan 1 Low. Like, y'all thought Travis lows are done? Dude, they still got a whole lineup of Travis Jordan 1 Lows to drop, man. Like, the fact that he came out and wore those pink Jordan 1 Lows is kind of diabolical, dude. Like, because the thing is, like, if you think about it, right? Remember those pink Jordan 1 Lows that were surfacing around and everyone was like, oh, those are fake, those are fake. And I've been saying this, man. If you don't see Travis wearing it, dude, if you do not see Travis wearing that sneaker, that means it's, you know what I mean? But if you see him drop wearing them, that means they're gonna drop them. So we still have that pink Jordan 1 Low. OG, what up, man? What's good? And you know what? I honestly think they're gonna drop. So they're gonna drop a Jumpman Jack, and they have the Travis Scott Jordan 1 Lows. I think they got one more in line to drop before the end of the year. Have you ever bought shoes that what? I'm ready for Travis Camp. It says I might go for those silver surfers. for $30 on GOAT today. Rami says, there you go. Grapes are better. I would say, I mean, I would say they're equal when it comes to grapes and fire reds, because fire reds, I would only say that they're more wearable because it's a black and red and white shoe versus, I mean, I don't really wear purple on the daily base. So, I mean, like, that's the only reason why I would say like fire reds are a little bit better. Just because I know I will be wearing this heavy, you know, this is a great shoe, a really, really nice sneaker. The shoes are fake. Lil G Man says, which ones? The pink ones? The ones that he's wearing? All right, September 16th, the Air Jordan 3. They are calling these like the Mexicos. All right, Air Jordan 3s, right? I know a lot of people were hating on this. I'm expecting this shoe to be very limited. I think it's a cool concept. I think this shoe is a cool concept, but it's not going to be for everybody. Brett, ain't no way grapes are equal, Turner says. I mean, that's people's opinions, bro. It's subjective. You know, it's very subjective. Very, very subjective. Fire Red's right behind Black Metallic 5s, Cushy says. Here, listen, this is my top 5 best Jordan 5s to drop this year. You guys want to know? I know we've been talking about a lot of 4s, but you guys want to know what my top 5 best Jordan 5s this year alone? Anybody? We had Black Metallics, we have Awakes, we have Fire Red 5s, we have, what else do we have with 5s, chat? I'm trying to think. Grapes. I mean, is there even more than 4 or 5 5s dropping this year? I mean, everyone's gonna say Black Metallic 5's the best Jordan 5 for sure. Hands down, that's the best Jordan 5 to drop this year for sure. But I think, yeah, I would say so. For sure. I would say Tokyo's are up there, top 5. I'm talking about just 5s, by the way. Black Metallic 5s, no black. Those are must-have Travis Lowe's unicorns. Yeah, Travis Scott, September 20th. Travis Scott Fragment Air Jordan 1 Lows dropping next month. All right, as much as people are saying the OGs are better, which they are, this right here is definitely going to be a must cop for a lot of people in this chat, man. Fragment, Travis, I mean, put 2 to 2 together, dude, it's limited. Supposedly, there's only a total of 40,000 worldwide. Rage Bull. No, Turner, we're talking about just like this year, 2025. When it comes to 5s. All right. Travis Scott Fragments. What up, OG? Need them? Let me know in the chat. Cop or drop on these ones. This is not top 5 sneaker of the year. I'll tell you that. Not even top 5 sneaker of the year. I think top 10. Definitely this is top 10, but not top 5. This is not going to be on my top 5 list this year. The highs got on sale on GOAT today. Please help me find it on the app. Nicholas says, I don't want anything Travis touching my feet. Scott G says, cop, 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 cop. Dude, listen, chat, just say yes. Just say cop, bro. Just say cop, bro. You know why? You could use this as trade bait. Me personally, depending on how much these will go for, I would absolutely buy this shoe. Okay. Francisco's in the chat. I'm glad he is. Okay. And I will trade these for brick by bricks or undefeated 4s. And man, listen, or if you could get this for retail, go get your Black Metallic 5s. I'm 100% trading this shoe for brick by bricks if I don't have bricks. 100%. 10 times per 150%. But since I already have it, I need this. Still have the Air Jordan 1 Travis Scott. But there's so many Travis Lowe's out there, man. How many do you need? I mean, I get it if you don't have the original Travis Scott fragments. I get why you would want these. I'm keeping, if I get this, I'm definitely keeping the black laces on there. There's a lot of white on this shoe, but I mean, the cream laces look good. Cream laces looking good, bro. Cream laces are looking good. Hey man, you could do, like, if this ends up being if this magically bees a $1,000 shoe, you could get the 2-for-1 special. You could trade these for undefeated and brick by bricks, eh? Get the 2-for-1 special. Dude, there's no way. Listen, if this ends up magically, like I said, magically being a $1,000 shoe, which I don't think it is, dude, I would 100% drop this, sell this shoe for brick by bricks and undefeateds. Dude, that's like, come on, bro. What would you guys rather have? Brick by bricks and undefeateds, or Travis Scott Jordan 1 low fragments? Come on, bro. Like, that is such a great freaking deal. If this shoe was over $1,000 though, but which I don't think it will. But man, I would absolutely take the brick by bricks and undefeated fours for what's it called, over this shoe to trade, if that was like an option. But I don't think fragments are going to go for over $1,000, maybe later down the road, but I think this is going to be a $400 or $500 shoe. Already have both pairs of the fragments. There we go. Ain't no 1K shoe drop into public anymore, Tony says. Travis fragments, no doubt, every single time. Yo, Raph, don't try and hype them up. Hey, man, I'm not trying to. You know, I'm not really trying to, but because the thing is, just like, I just rather have brick by bricks and undefeateds. You think brick by bricks? Okay, you think brick by, it could. I mean, you listen. You might not be wrong, bro, because brick by bricks might go for more than fragments. Raph, have the bricks and undefeateds. Let's talk if you hit. V says, have the bricks and undefeated. Hey, V, hey, listen, if you're willing, if I get a... Yo, so V, let me tell you something. You're willing to trade your brick by bricks and undefeateds for fragments if the shoe is like around $1,000. Is that what you just said? Hey, man, listen. I wouldn't mind a double up on brick by bricks, and I wouldn't mind a double up on undefeated fours. I will 100% accept that trade. I will 100% accept that trade, bro. If someone offered me brick by bricks and undefeated fours, and I hit Travis fragments for retail, that is like a no-brainer, bro. Like, I will take that. I'm just a big fan of the brick by bricks, man. I love them a lot, man. I absolutely like the brick by bricks. I think they're a great shoe. I think Nigel did his thing. They did his thing on that shoe, and they're great, man. I know people are like, "Yo, Raph, stop gassing up an all red, shoe you can't even wear." But like the quality, everything about the sneaker is great, man. So, the shoe will $1,000 for the day of the release, maybe. Medium olives or Travis fragments. That's not a hot take, dude, because there's so many Travis 1 lows. Like, it's whatever you like, some people prefer which is fine. I would prefer that. I'd prefer the reverse mochas over the OG mochas. That's just me. What up, Mike Jones? Mike Jones, what up, dude? Yo, read my comment. What'd you say, bro? Mike Jones, what'd you say, my guy? I don't. It says, I'm a big fan. I lost all the equal, and I don't know how to win. I keep taking L's. Mike Jones, what size do you wear, dude? What's up, Valley? What up, man? Good morning. I have bricks I hit different on the feet. Mars says, dude, I don't even want to look at the price points on bricks because they're probably like what, almost $1,000 now. Are bricks touching 1,000 yet? Good morning, honey. Good morning. Are you leaving around 7:30? All right, hold on. I don't even want to look at the price. Oh my gosh. Dude, they're going for 5 on my, almost 5, around $500 in my size. Sound keeps cutting off. Refresh. Refresh. Everyone spam refresh. Spam refresh. Spam refresh. Spam refresh. Everyone spam refresh. Bro. it's crazy because like the thing is, the black metallic 5s are not even far off. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Dude, the 5s are not even far off in my size. They're listen chat. Think about this. $495, $498 for the brick by bricks in my size. Dead stock, a black metallic 5 is $413. $413 from $498. That's not a far off jump. Why is this shoe going for so much? Can someone tell me why this shoe is going for so much? I don't get it. I get it. It's a great shoe, but why? It's going for so much for no reason. I get it. It's a great shoe, but why? Like GS sizing go for like $250. $260. I get it. People want it back to school, and that's one reason why I said, like, dude, that's why I said that the freaking Black Cats are gonna do very well, man. Like, I'm not gonna hold y'all. This might be a hot take, but like, this might be a really hot take. You guys ready for my hot take, dude? I honestly think that Black Cats, as much as I say that Black Cats are gonna be everywhere and there's gonna be so much stock with that shoe, I feel like it's low key. I feel like we're gonna see some people taking L's on Black Cats this year. I honestly think we're gonna see some people take L's on Black Cats, and I've said this, that Black Cats are gonna be the biggest GR before the year ends. Like when it comes to demand. They could drop 105,000 pairs of Black Cats, 120,000 pairs of Black Cats. People are going to be fiending off that shoe. Yeah, it's if you don't put in your footwork. Listen, all I got to say, if you only rely on the Nike Sneakers app, that is why you take L's. I'm sorry. If you only rely on the Nike Sneakers app, that's why you take L's. Because you only go for shoes on the sneakers app. Like, you have to like put in that footwork. Well, the Gamma 11, you think the Gamma 11 is going to be the same? I don't know. There's so many. Well, I can't say that because there was so many 4s that dropped this year. Not a resale, but I'm selling Black Cats for sizes $500. I have a pair of black metallic 5s. Been waiting my whole life for them. Even, dude, my pair is worn pretty well. Like, I don't really care. I'm not gonna clean my pair of 5s. I love my 5s. I've yet to wear them yet, but or not yet to wear them. I've yet to clean them up, but they're great. So I just know that a lot of people are definitely not passing on Black Cats, man. There's a lot of people going for them. I'm only on sneakers and be doubling. Dylan says. Be dubbing. Need that Black Cats. What do you think about the Cave Stones? The Cave Stones are dope. I've already mentioned it. They are a lot better in person. So Air Jordan 40 Dusty Roses. I still want to give these a shot too on court. The Air Jordan 40s. Not a whole lot of people have these, but I'm assuming that like Nike's definitely going to be doing a big push in the next year for a lot of these colorways of the Jordan 40s, where it should not be too hard to scoop up. Like the Air Jordan 40 really reminds me of like a lower top of the Air Jordan 23. Literally. I know, listen, some people don't like the Air Jordan 20 or 40, but it literally reminds me like a really low top version of the Air Jordan 23. Which the Air Jordan 23 is a good looking sneaker. It really is. But if you guys look back on how the Air Jordan 23 looks like, it reminds me of the the shoe definitely reminds me of the 23. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm not like I'm not getting the wrong number right. I don't want to make sure I'm not getting the. Okay. Yeah. See, like if you look at this shoe, this is the Jordan 23, and then you look at the Air Jordan 40. It's like, I'm not saying it's an upgrade version, but I would say like an upgrade version when it comes to basketball sneakers. You know, because Air Jordan 23, it obviously is a basketball. It looks like a legit, like, it looks like you could wear these on the court, right? Like, this is not like a casual sneaker. You're wearing this on the court. And then you look at the Air Jordan 40, it kind of looks like a low top version of the 23, which is dope. That's cool. Let's see. Anything in the black color palette is still hitting hard. The Air Jordan 4 White Thunders are slowly going up. Oh, it's been going up, Andrew. Like, when they first originally dropped, it was already up there in price after the fact that they shock dropped that once. And then they dropped it and they dropped it again, and it still held its value up very well. So, I don't know. Jordan 19, in your opinion? Yeah, that's fine. I forgot how the 19 looks like. Let me double check here real quick. I know some of my numbers after like the 16, 17, but like I have to like remind myself. In a way, I'm not a huge fan of that, like that cage mesh looking material on the nah, I wouldn't compare that. Nah. Yeah, Air Jordan 40 is the first Nike basketball shoe to use Zoom X. I thought LeBron had Zoom. Maybe Zoom X, but doesn't he have the Zoom technology on all his LeBrons? I need to drop the olive and black pair with the cream swoosh, and the colorway is so fire, Ricky says. September 27th, the Air Jordan 5 Tokyo. Hey man, listen, I might fold on this shoe. This is a piece of history. You know, a shoe that I was not expecting to drop. This was one of the, I'm not going to hold y'all, and I'm not lying to you guys, because one of the first YouTubers that I ever found when I first got into the YouTube platform was Heskix. And he was literally like the only person I knew that had this shoe. And he reviewed it. He reviewed this one, and he reviewed the, when the Dornbecker 5s came out. Like, I was like, man, I always thought 5s were cool. Like, he's literally the person that got me into 5s. Dead ass. Him and Scoop 208. Because I always thought, like, if you guys remember, like, the Poison 5s, always thought those are fire. You're like, man, Rob, what are you tripping? Yeah, like, the Supreme 5s couldn't hit. Like, during those times, like, I always thought 5s were fire, bro. Like, I like the Poison 5s so much, I doubled up on the shoe. That's how much I like them. And that might be a hot take. But, like, this is just a piece of, like, more nostalgia. If you, like, grew up, like, seeing this shoe and there was, like, it was limited because they only dropped it overseas, like, this is just a piece of history, which is dope. And that's why, it's one reason why I might fold on the shoe. So, Tristan, no, we're talking about the official images are now loaded up for Awakes and Undefeated. So, they're coming soon, bro. They're loaded up in the back end for... Was it 15,000 for Undefeated 4s? So it's there. They're just not loaded up on Sneakers app just yet. So it's coming soon, bro. What happens? I don't know what happens to him. I remember when I used to watch his content, people would be like, yo, you need some nail cutters, because his nails would be super long. But I don't know. But yeah, if anybody's audio is cutting out, make sure you guys refresh. You just got to refresh. If your audio is cutting off, just refresh. Should I pull the trigger on the Nigel ones on the eBay 230 on Hong Kong? Callie says. Now, how many people think the 23 on the side of the Fire Reds is goated? Ricky says. Shatter's going to sit, Johnny says, which is fine. If Shatter backboards want to sit, that's fine. That's totally fine. That's it, dude. That's it for the month. Tokyo 5s, Air Jordan 40s, Travis's, the Mexico 3s, the Fire Red 5s. The Joey Wheeler's Yu-Gi-Ohs and the oh man, this month is gonna be nice, especially when they're starting off the week for the Cave Stones. Cave Stones are not next week; it's the next following week, right? So I'm expecting 100% exclusive access is gonna go out on this shoe on JD Sports and Finish Line. That is gonna be September 2nd and the 3rd. So that's in like 2 weeks. Undefeated 4s tomorrow on sneakers for EU. What? Is it really? What up, Kali? Is it loaded up? Kali says he undefeated 4s tomorrow on sneakers for the EU. I know the homie Kali is from the EU, so are they loaded up? Or is it going to be an EA? Shout outs to my boy Kali for updating us. He's a content creator out there in where are you from, bro? I know you're in the EU, but I don't know exactly which country. We're gonna get a shock drop. Really? Oh, wow. Okay. So it looks like EU is getting a shock drop tomorrow on the undefeated Air Jordan 4. Awake is loaded up on the sneakers EU. Let's check it out. Hey, shout out my boy, man. Which let's do this. The Netherlands? Okay, he's from the Netherlands, chat. Dude, I need this shoe. The blue tints. Oh, so gas. Those are so gas. All right, hold on. They even got the foam posits loaded up in the back on the overseas. Netherlands, is that even an option on here? The Netherlands? Where is it? And Netherlands. Oh, here we go. Where's the Awake 5? Oh, yeah. The Awake 5s are loaded up in the EU. There you guys go. That means US is going to have ours soon. EU about to break the market. No, they ain't. Those undefeateds. So, like I said, shout out to my boy Kali. If you guys haven't checked him out, you can check him out on TikTok. You could also check him on IG. If you guys haven't, great content creator. Dope that he's following his culture of language out where he lives, which is dope to see. So shout out to you for letting us know. So shock drop on undefeateds tomorrow on out there in the EU, and it's now loaded up in the EU for the 5s. Wow. I did see that, but I think he's just posting just to post. But I don't think there's nothing really going on with the Wu-Tangs. Yeah, that's dope. Watch them getting EA. It's probably just gonna. Well, the thing is, like, if they do get a shock drop tomorrow, though, CD, like, it's not gonna be a whole lot of pairs. You know, it's not gonna be a dramatic amount. It's probably only gonna be very. It's probably gonna be very, very limited. So, Awake 5s, man, like, this shoe is not gonna be easy, dude. This shoe is not going to be an easy scoop. Yo, Raph, a midnight shock drop could happen this week. What's your thoughts? I don't know why they would do that. You leaving? All right, let me walk the wife out real quick, chat. Hi, I'll be there at work. So good, girl. Oh, say, can you see my 50 pairs? I heard Discord undefeateds won't be EA like Raph thinks. I heard on Discord that undefeateds. Well, I mean, Kali, that's just a guess. I mean, that was a guess, bro. That was just a guess. That undefeated 4s. That undefeated 4s was just gonna be was just a guess. That was just a guess. Like, what do you think, Kali? What's your Discord saying, bro? What's your Discord saying? They said shock drop. They said shock drop. Is it me or did I just heard a spank? Oh no, that was just the door slamming, bro. Come on, bro. What? Come on, bro. All right. Not gonna lie, I just want to hear you sing more. Dean says. It says, Kali, I put nothing past Nike. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. in Europe. Yes, Jeffrey says. Wow, shock drop, huh? Shock drop. Miss Collects our office day. Yeah, today's office day. So I'm going to be home alone all day, bro. You're home alone all day. That's why I was like thinking I should do a vlog today. But I don't know. We'll see. What's it called? So tomorrow, for sure, shock drop tomorrow for the EU. That's crazy. See, the thing is like they got all their stuff loaded up, dude. Nike hates us, bro. That ass. It's like they got loaded up out in the EU, but they don't want to do us a solid. They don't want to do us a solid, bro. They absolutely don't. We know what you we all know what you did. Come on, bro. I don't know if it's a shock drop, but they said not EA though, Kali says. I mean, whatever it is, dude, I will be here, bro. Rafi's Filipino. He kept saying, no, I can't really sing like that. Rafi's going to be on the hub all day, cut lives. That's so crazy, bro. How do you find out that Nike, how do you find that in the Nike sneakers app? Well, this is out here in the EU. Like, this is Netherlands, right? So, like, you have to click, like, the, you know, the country on the top right, and then you could choose any country that you want. So, like, that's how you basically find it. Because, like, we got EU guys in here. We got, you know, we got Kali, and then we got Jeffrey. We have Kate. Kate is one of our mods here as well. And they update us all the time out there in the EU or in the UK. EU shock drop is basically a joke drop. Chances of flying to LA and picking up the Air Jordan 4 up randomly on the street is bigger. Yeah, because you guys don't really get a lot of stock. That's the shitty part out there in the EU, right? Because then, in which makes sense because they normally cater to the US when it comes to, like, you know, Jordan drops. So this is going to load up on the sneakers today at 2 p.m. Eastern time. In the US, Kosher says it needs any amount of. Well, that's fine. The thing is, if the fives end up dropping or end up loading up for the 30th, which I'm expecting it to, which is obviously that Saturday, like, that's when I would tell you guys that Nike is 100% going to do something with those undefeated Jordan 4s. I'm telling you guys, just make sure to be tapped in because they will drop that shit, bruh. They will. Hold on. Because the EU ain't got no drip, Tutun says. Interesting news though. Off-white Air Force Ones page is sadly a EU exclusive. Is it really? You think so? You talking about the Sesames, Khalil? Callie? Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. I thought, because that thing is that, like, it's not technically called Off-White. It's just called Virgil Abloh. Like, it's a Nike Virgil Abloh. They're technically not calling it an Off-White. Heard the Off-White ain't Off-White. Heard they called it. Yeah. I don't know if it's like they split the partnership between Off-White. I really don't know. Yo, what size do you wear? User says. I wear like a 15, bro. Virgil, oh my gosh. Hold on. Texting the wife. Even though it looks just like the Off-Whites. I mean, people are still going to call it Off-White. But the thing is, now you just kind of shows that Nike was the one that obviously is running the show when it comes to material and what they decide with the shoe at the end of the day when it comes to Off-White stuff. Like, obviously, Virgil probably during a time when he was dropping the shoes with Nike had his say. But, like, ultimately, Nike had the power. That's the reason why they could still drop it. They just can't name it Off-White. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. If there's rumors saying that it's only going to be like overseas exclusive, then, you know, so be it. Because a lot of these Air Force Ones Off-Whites in the past, Some of them were exclusively for like Brooklyn, you know, certain, you know, cities and stuff like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if this one, just like the Jordan 1 highs, like the that got pushed back until next year, the Alaskas or something like that. Those were supposed to drop, like those were only exclusively to begin with for the EU. Probably what Shannon Amlo wanted. She has the final say on anything on Virgil and Off-White. Yeah, I mean, which is fair. You feel me? You know, maybe she doesn't want Nike, you know, profiting, you know, off the Off-White. I don't know, because his name is on the shoe. Big up my guys in the EU. Facts, dude. We got a lot of supporters out there in the EU, man. Anybody in here in the EU or the UK? I don't know what time it is over there, but I'm sure we got a good amount of supporters out there, because we got people in here from the EU time to time, and majority of the time it's mainly Jeffrey in the chat too. Jeffrey's always here every day. So salute to my boy Jeffrey, bro. For real, for real. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys sub up, man. Let's get a couple new subs today, man. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get to at least 10 new subs in here, bro. I would love to see new 10 members in the channel that haven't subscribed to the channel, man. I'd really do appreciate you guys if you guys tapped in with me, man. All right, subscribe to the channel, man. I will have an updated video, guys, later this afternoon for all this fun stuff. It's 4:38 p.m. at the moment. It's probably like 3:40 over there. Oh, it's 4. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, Designer Junkie. Oh, no, Designer Miner. I haven't seen him in a while. People really stepped on the Verdes 991 V2s that are so fire, Kali says. Yeah, I'm not crazy. For me, I'm not really crazy with New Balance and some people in here. Jordan 4 Retro Cape Stones. I got them in the size 10. Let me know if you need them early for a Sesame price I paid. Same price I paid. No, you're good. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, you're good. I don't really need them, to be honest with you. Like, I think the only 4 that I really need, man, I don't know what the next 4 that I need, bro. Probably Black Hats. That's it. So, and then I'm good for the rest of the year. Trey, thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships in the freaking chat. If we could implement the 10 gifted as subscribers, I'd really appreciate you guys subscribing up to the channel. Let's run it up to 300 likes. If you're ghost watching today, let us know in the chat if you're ghost watching. All right, smash that like button, man, for the one time, dude. I know next week you guys are just patiently waiting, man. People are just patiently waiting for undefeated 4s, man. And people are still waiting. You know, that's the frustrating part with some people. Are gonna be like, yo, Raph, I don't get it how they got it wanted loaded up on the Nike sneakers app, but I haven't received my undefeated 4s yet. This is stupid. Dude, I got that comment yesterday. I was like, man, listen, it's okay. You will get your pair in. All right. It's just unfortunate. They just put you in the, you know, at the end of the bus. You know, Raph, did you get the Nigel Lows? I did not, bro. I took an L. I took an L. I would love to see those Nigels in hand, man. I would love to see those Nigels in hand, bro. And I would love to have Nigel on the stream, and that would be sick. Like, we know close friends of Nigel's, but, like, you know, I don't want to be that person to ask, you know? You know what I mean? So, waiting. Rafi, you're not going for the what? No, I'm going for the backboards, Leo. I was just talking about 4s in general. Like, that's like the next shoe that like I want up, like I want. Because like obviously I'm gonna go for a size 11. So like I said, if anybody is a size 11 here, man, I'm selling it for retail if I hit. Roosevelt, what up, man? For the Roosevelt, thank you so much for the 36-month re-up. Happy 3 years with Rav. If you know, shout out my boy Roosevelt, man. Thank you so much for the 36-month re-up. John, what up, dude? No, that ass. Like if I hit on a size 11, I will sell for retail, bro. I might have to like drop it on my website. Cause like seriously, if I end up hitting a size 11 on the undefeated 4s on sneakers app, and man, listen, I should just drop it on my website if anybody needs it. Just randomly drop it. Like, all right, I just shock dropped it for retail. Raph, you should shout my boy Trey. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right. Guess what email I got today, Black Snowy? What you get? Black Snowy, what email did you get? Rafi, you should wait. Visit Amsterdam once, dude. If I would like, I don't know, going over countries, I don't know what I would want to go to, man. Undefeated fours because of demand might have to make it automatic a sneaker of the year. I still think Bricks is a little better, but still deny. Yeah, I feel you, bro. Undefeated because demand. Not only that, unknown. Like for me, like I have a question for you guys. Actually, I have a question for y'all. Do you have to own your sneaker of the year? What's up, buddy? Do you have to own your sneaker of the year? Like, do you have to own it in your sneaker collection? Like, it's not like, it's like, oh, Raph, this is my sneaker of the year, but I don't have it. Are the Nardward SBs must cop? Nah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of all. Not necessarily. I would say, like, for me, when you have, I had Seth on yesterday, Ryan. You probably missed the stream. If anybody missed that stream yesterday, we had Seth Fowler on for the drop for the 1000s for a little bit. So if you want to check out that last stream that we did yesterday for the Air Max 1000s, you're more than welcome to. We had him on for a little bit. I would say yes and no. Just because I would say the reason why I say no, because there's some people that don't want to pay resale and they can't hit on a sneaker, right? Like say if the Wakes were like your sneaker of the year, it's like, dude, Raph, well, I don't want to pay, you know, $700 for a shoe, but I really, really love this sneaker. You know, that's fair. But the reason why I say yes, because then like, how is that your sneaker of the year if you haven't worn it? You know what I'm saying? Like, but there's people that have and own the sneaker, but they don't even wear the shoe, but they're saying that's their sneaker of the year, you know? So like, I guess it's like yes and no. Yes and no. People don't want to pay resale. People say sneaker of the year, but they haven't worn the shoe. So what does that make a difference? Like my sneaker of the year is the white side. Like I tried to have my sneaker of the year as a shoe that I own. And obviously my sneaker of the year this year in 25, I've been telling you guys it's white cement Jordan 4s. Hands down the best shoe to drop this year. Just by history, colorway, silhouette, everything about the shoe is I promise you guys, anybody that decided to pass on the white cement Jordan 4s, go get a pair, dude. I've been wearing my white cement 4s more than 5 times and I barely have any creases on them. Like, I truly think they kind of have the similarity materials, which that's what Purple Haze says. That's what Jordan Brand kind of aimed at, was they had the similar material that they put on the Bread 185 onto the Jordan 4. That's why I was like, okay, maybe that could be the reason why, because like you don't really see too much creasing. Like the leather is thick on them. So many shoes over here. Is this my white cement 4? Yeah. Like I barely have any creasing. I've worn these more than 5 times. That's like the most creasing that you could get. Like just a little bit right here. Obviously that's just common, but like I've been wearing this heavy, dude. Like I just think shoe's great, bro. Your white cement 4 is still DS. You could really like a shoe and think it's top release without owning wearing. I think Bricks and Undefeateds are the top 2 shoes this year, and I don't own either one. Yeah, see? That's what I'm saying. Like, no one doesn't want to pay resale, but it's still their sneaker of the year. Like, low-key, the Soul's one of the best drops this year, in my opinion. I mean, it's definitely underrated for sure. It's not the best, but it's definitely a great shoe. Damn, forgot. See, I told y'all. I said that during All-Star Weekend, dude. I said that during All-Star Weekend, is that like some of these shoes people are just gonna completely forget. It's like, oh shit, dude, I forgot that this shoe even dropped. You will trade my undefeated 4s or my Wake 5s for Brick by Bricks. Ooh, that is a hot take, bro. I'm not gonna lie. trade your undefeated 4s or your wake 5s for brick by bricks. The thing is, you would have to add more on your undefeateds. I don't know. That's a hot take because some people would rather have undefeateds over brick by bricks. Because I would say there was a good amount of people that end up changing their mind on the brick by bricks because they're a lot better in hand. Like quality, comfort wise. Like I would say like the brick by bricks are not the same comfort as SB4s. They're just not. Like they're just different. I don't know. It feels like a little bit more cushioned in a way. But that's just how I feel about the shoe. Like you just gotta own it. They don't feel the same. What do I think about the resale on the Air Max Yu-Gi-Ohs? It's probably gonna be like a $250 shoe, probably, because they're only gonna drop like maybe 2,000-3,000 pairs of them. They're not gonna drop a whole lot. So, how do you think of resale? What size for trade class says? I still need undefeated 4s. Tito Kick says. Got an email yesterday. Wait, what did Black Shinobi say about his email? Did he ever like say what his email was? Was it the did he get his undefeated 4s updated? Yeah, he didn't really update with that comment. He said, guess what email I just got today? It's probably his undefeateds. Brick is sneaker of the year. It's the only one. I'm just glad that I hit on every shoe this year so far, Mon says. Well, I would say I hit majority of the shoes that I wanted this year for retail 100%, except one. Brick by bricks I had to pay resale for, which is fine. I didn't mind at all. But like I had to pay resale for that. I had to. There was no way that I was going to miss. There was no way that I was going to hit. Are you saying bricks more comfortable than SB4s? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that because I mean, I went to the event at Dark Sport and I wore my SB Jordan 4s. I was on my feet majority of the time, almost the entire time I was on my feet. And at the end of the day, I was like ready to take my shoes off. Mind you, I was on my feet. I got there around 7:30. Didn't get home till like 1. So I was on my feet this entire time. So obviously at some point your feet are going to hurt if you're standing for a significant amount of time. But overall, like my feet were fine the next day. I wasn't like, oh my gosh, my feet hurt, my legs hurt type deal. Like I was fine. But at the end of the day, I was like ready to take off my shoes. Like my feet were low key like kind of sore. But like the next day I was fine. Brick by bricks, same thing. Like I went to a car show this year and I wore my brick by bricks all day. My feet were hurting at the end of the day because I was on my feet. But other than that, like for the first few hours, I wasn't complaining. Walking around. And so it was fine. What do you think about the prices on the gray goat drop for today? Bro, listen. Me personally, if you want to save yourself $30 on some velvet browns, because the thing is, like, if you go back on the Go Black Friday stuff, like, or whatever, the Goat app deals, dude, that's the only thing that everybody really wants is the Travises. Other than that, like, it's all the stuff is pretty good deals. But like tomorrow you have the Jumpman Jacks, but they're at $250 for the red swoosh. Which I think that's a deal. Like me personally, like $250 for the red swoosh is not bad. Because that was only Travis exclusive. But like you're paying $300 for the sailed. I don't know how much those are going for. But like the Travis Velvets, dude, those are going for like they're retailing it at $325. For me, that I don't think that's a deal. Because I get it with the Travises, right? The Travis Scotts, the Jumpman Jacks are retailed at $200. You know what I mean? That retails $200 and you're getting it for $250. Okay? Velvet Browns, they retail at $165 and you're paying $325. That's not a deal. You're paying the resale price. You go look at the prices, the resale is around $340 to $400 regardless. So like you're just like saving like $30, bro. That's it. Which $30 to some people, which is okay. You know, but like a retail price at like $160, $165 and then you're paying $325. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's worth it for me. I don't think it's worth it for brown velvets unless you really want a pair because it's a Travis Scott. So Last year we paid $260 for the Jumpman Jack sale colorway. Yeah, see? And the sale is retailed at $300. So I think they're just trying to do this big push because it's back to school shopping. That is one reason why they're doing a big push. I know, because like my kids are already in school, but some people start school at the end of, like my niece and nephews in Washington, they start school at the end of August. And then some of my other nieces, they start school in the beginning of September. So this is like, we're getting into the really peak of back to school shopping. So I don't know. Like I said, if you want to spend $320+ on the Velvet Browns, that's totally up to you. But it's going to be a big pass, you know. So them Racer Blues looking fire up there, Town Legend says. Racer Blues looking fire. I mean, in the pictures they look a little bit darker, but like in this, like the images that they use, it looks a little bit darker. But like if you look at like the other images, like they have like this shoe looks good, dude. Oh my gosh. My kids started September 2nd. Yeah, my kids started September 11th or August 11th. So they started like 2 weeks ago. So I'm a teacher in NY. I go back in September 2nd. There you go. Yeah, that's the same thing with my sister. She goes, she's a 4th grade teacher, and she starts like in the beginning of September too. So, but dude, look at these, man. These are beautiful. These are beautiful, dude. These are nice. I'm really glad that they didn't do what's it called, suede on this. I'm so glad they did like regular tumbled leather on this. Like no cap. Like I'm really happy. Really happy that they did tumbled leather on this shoe, man. I'm pretty sure that's leather, right, chat? Yeah, that's tumbled leather, man. This is beautiful, dude. And I've said this the other day, is that the blue pair is definitely grew on me. I think I like the blue pair over the pink. Because at first I liked the pink. I thought it was cool, but like the more images and like someone swapped them to the white laces, dude, these are so gas. I'm so tired of suede on shoes, makes it harder to wear. Not only that, is that like you already get like pre-scuff marks. You know what I mean? Yeah, my son started last week. He gets out of it in mid-May. Yeah, the same thing over here too. Yeah, they're loaded up in the EU sneakers. Yep. So that means here in the US, we're going to get them very, very soon. So Sneaker J had the on them, the NY and the WAF. Yeah, dude, I think white laces are going to look really, really good on these. Like, because like my homie is sending me the pink pair because he doesn't want them. And I low-key might want to trade. Would that be stupid of me, chat? But like, because I like blue better, you know? Like, I want the blue. Would it be dumb to trade the pink for blue? Because I know I'll wear the blue more than the pink. Pink goes for a lot, dude. I don't know how much the black blue goes for. Rather have blue. Yeah, see, they go for almost the same. I would absolutely trade my pink for blue. Because I have a size 8. Keep that pink. Why? I don't know if anybody at SneakerCon is going to have blue. Maybe they will. Hopefully I could get the pair. I don't know if I'm going to be... Listen, I don't know. I'm headed to LA in like a couple weeks, bro. Again. Yeah, I'm going to be in LA in 2 weeks, bro. Isn't SneakerCon Dallas this weekend? I'm going to be at SneakerCon LA in 2 weeks. So hopefully... Did anyone get their 5 shipped? I don't know if I asked that. Did anybody get their 5 shipped? Anybody? Because if they get it shipped, let me know. I have to ask my homie if he got his shipped. Wake's more like yawn. Nobody wants them joints. Matt says, if you don't hit on the Awake Blues, just grab the ones. Well, I could also just go for them on the Nike sneakers app next week and just kind of gamble on that. So I have both. Because I think the blue pair, if they end up loading up on sneakers app, obviously they load up in the EU. This shoe's probably going to go down in the resale market, most likely on the blue pair. Marcus O's in Vegas tonight, hitting up Durango. There you go. You love to gamble. Undefeated arrives today. Smash that thumbs up, Raph, and me and getting the pair. There you go. They both, nope, no, still waiting. They both the same at the moment. Still wait. Yeah, I think the blue is going to go down because since they're dropping in the EU. Haven't yet got my Nigel shipped from the Nigel raffle yet. Really? A lot of people's been getting their pairs in. I'll be in the building for SNKRS Dallas trade, he says. There you go. I've been wanting the pinks for months, and they coming home, Talent Legend says. I need to text SNKRS to make sure we're good to go for LA. But they're so focused on for Dallas, so I don't know. Everybody needs a shoe. The breast cancer week, Nicholas says. I want the Chasdale mix says. Hey man, listen, all I gotta say, dude, if I end up getting pink before, I'll tell you this, I'll be completely honest with you guys. If I get pink before SNKRS LA, if the homie gets his pair in before SNKRS LA, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I will probably trade the if I take an L, I might low-key trade the pink for blue. I want the just thought in the trade. I gave trade in Discord trade block. Don't make sense. What did you trade? Ravi, remind me not to get a window seat next time at a restaurant. Don't want to get hit by a car. Oh, you're talking about that food reviewer? Dude, that shit was crazy. There was like these two, I don't know if they were a couple or not, but there was two people that was doing a review on on a food restaurant or something like that, and then like all of a sudden a car just came driving through the freaking restaurant and hit them. Like it wasn't like they didn't go flying. Like the car obviously hit their brakes. I mean, they still went through and hit their brakes. Like the momentum was just like, I don't know, like right when they took a bite of their first bite of the freaking food, this random car just like came flying. I'm just like, bro, like it could have been a lot worse, but like good thing they weren't like really hurt. Like his side of his body was probably hurt, but like he didn't go flying. You guys didn't see that? Y'all didn't see it? Dude, that shit was gnarly. I was like, bro, what are the odds? Here it is. Dude, it's already like the first. Look at this. Look at this, chat. Like, you can't make this shit up. You guys ready? August 17th, an SUV crashed through a glass wall. Where was this? In Houston, Texas. Watch this, bro. Actually, you know, it looks better when it's smaller screen. Boom. Dude. He's like, Oh my gosh, like what are the odds, bro? Like she didn't see, like, you know, yeah, I mean, no, maybe not. She's more focused on the food. And bam! Dude. Yeah, old girl had a dumpy. Oh my gosh. Almost looks staged. Bro, there's no way they staged this shit, bro. There's no way. You can't stage a crash like that, bro. This could have been a lot worse. Who the hell was driving? Who the hell was driving? Car crashing into buildings are happening more often. It's crazy. Uncle Harry's bagel shop by my house and lady crashed into the building. Like, what are like oh man. Almost a dump truck is crazy, bro. Sounds like free money. Yeah. Yeah, man. Free food. Definitely want to see the driver. 100%, dude. I'm wondering, like, what people are thinking. Definition. Oh gosh. Damn old people. I sometimes, like, when these type of situations happens, I got a lot of questions, bro. I genuinely have a lot of questions, like, when this stuff happens, man. I really, really do. People crash because they on Rafi live. They live watching the stream. I'm all hurt. I don't understand the lingo. Deleon says, dude, pulling a cabin. This scared. Everyone is texting while driving. Firefleet says, but in a parking lot like that? Like, that shit crazy. Someone crashed into a great clips here a few months ago, Brittany says. Like, I just don't get it, bro. I just don't understand. Like, it's called a brake. I likely hit acceleration instead of the brake. That too, that happens more often than you think. That, like, all right, like, I gotta hit the brake, but they hit the acceleration. Like, huh? Like, I would say this, like, the wifey's, like, my wife's mom, she drives with both of her feet. Like, sometimes when I get in the car with her, I get low-key sick. Like, dead ass, chat. I'm not lying to y'all. She uses both of her feet, and her car is automatic. Like, she has one foot on the brake and the other foot's on the gas. How the hell do you drive that way? Does anybody else drive that way? Where you have one foot, your left foot on the brake, and then the right foot on yeah, bro. I'm not lying to y'all. That my wife's mom drives with both feet. Yeah, I mean, that is scary. That is scary. Like, I don't know how you drive that way. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who taught her how to drive. Like, that's why, like, sometimes I get sick being in the car with her. Cause whenever you're using both feet, like, there's a lot of, like, there's no pause. Cause when you have one foot on the gas, right, and you're using one foot for the brake, like, you have that timing. Like, but no, she got both. What up, Tanene? I guess. Our mom ghost watching. They should give her a license to anybody that drives for both feet. A person should learn how to drive with the right foot. I mean, I get it if you're using the clutch, because you're using your left foot for the clutch, right? You're not using the right foot, just the right foot. Like, you have your foot on the clutch. But, like, still, like, using both feet is insane. She's a racer. One time I got into a deaf driver going to pick up a moving van. Dude almost hit me. I got so mad I yelled at him. When he got out of the car, he couldn't hear me. I feel like shit after. That's crazy. This man Marcus had a beef with a deaf person, man. This man's like, he's probably like, he's like, you stupid. Motherfucker just comes out of the car, is like, give him the sign language, he can't hear, bro. Motherfucker screaming out of his lungs to this dude. Marcus went back in his car, felt like shit after. I mean, listen, if he almost hit you, I mean, listen, why would you feel like shit? Like, he almost hit you. Yeah. I got beat with a deaf person, bruh. It's crazy. He went to his back of his car and felt like shit. Oh, dude. Whoa, what a guy, bro. What a guy, dude. Oh, man. The only thing that he gives you is just the straight up middle finger, dude. That's all he knows. All right, what do you think about the Air Max SB Obsidian Yellow Air Costins? They're dope, man. They're dope. I know a lot of people like them. Oh, dude, that's so crazy. I don't think I've ever gotten to a situation I had ever like argue with someone that was deaf, and I didn't know that. I've seen some of those pranks where like people would pretend they're blind, where like they'll be like wearing sunglasses, and they'd be looking at the individual, and the motherfuckers get mad, be like, "What are you looking at?" And then come to realize the dude was blind. Like, have you guys seen those videos? Because they'll stand up. All right, they'll stand up, and then they have their little, the stick, and then they're just doing this, and like the person that was trying to have beef with them was just like, "Oh man, this is fucked up, man. Motherfuckers having beef with freaking someone that was blind." Might be Dev, but he'll know the Nini finger today. He says people are claiming their Air Max SBs ripping from the. No, that's just one person. So yeah, licking the ice cream. Yeah, he is the guy that's licking the ice cream, bro. Bro's getting pissed off, man. People are getting pissed off. Don't realize the dude's blind. That shit's so crazy, man. Oh man, dude. People, Rafi, when you buy resell, what are your go-to options? Just like go, honestly, whatever has the best price, man. That's my honest answer to you. Like whatever has the best price. Like it doesn't really necessarily matter whether if it's on eBay, Go. Like I will be completely honest with you, man. I've never bought anything from eBay. I've got a lot of things from Goat. I've got a lot of things from the from StockX, and I've had zero issues. So at the end of the day, like it's you buy at your own discretion, you know what I mean? So but that's what I would say. Did you hit on the pinks? No, I did not hit on the pinks. Someone else hit for me. My homie hit me up asking if I wanted the pair, and I said sure, because he didn't want them. He just put his name in the hat and he hit. So Goat and eBay are right now. Well, I mean, the thing is, like, with eBay, it has the authentication program too. So like, I think some people get confused where like, if it doesn't have like a blue check, I'm assuming that's how it works, right? If it doesn't have a blue check next to the shoe, that means it doesn't get authenticated from eBay themselves. So like, if you go on eBay, right? If you go on eBay, and it has a blue authentication tag next to the shoe, that means it's when you buy it, it'll go to eBay first. The seller will ship it to eBay. eBay will authenticate it, and then it gets shipped directly to you when it's authenticated. You know, so I think that's normally how it works, right? Hold on, let me see. eBay. eBay. Ba-da-da-ba-ba. Gosh, I'm like, I don't know why I got a brain fart searching up eBay. Jordan. So, all right. I've never purchased anything from eBay, so I wouldn't really know. Okay. Let me double check here real quick. Yeah. So, if you look at it, located in Hong Kong. Wow. All right. So, if you look at it, right, it has the blue checks, right? That's what it means. Authenticated, guaranteed, meaning that it gets shipped to eBay first to get authenticated. Like, say if you go here where like you see these Jordan 4 White Thunders, like if you buy that, it doesn't have a check next to it, that means it's the seller just will ship it directly to you. So, right? Sorry, I've not bought anything. I've sold from on eBay, but I've never bought anything from eBay. So yeah, I've never bought anything. Yeah, well, actually, the last time that I purchased something from eBay was like, dude, that was back in like 2013, which I bought those Air Jordan 4 military blues, and that was the last thing that I bought from them. Dead ass, bro. Like with it, kind of when it comes down to a sneaker, I've never bought anything from eBay. Never. Because I mean, plus you gotta take into account that I haven't paid resell on these platforms in a while. Literally, the last time that I paid resell on like a StockX or eBay or Go was, I believe it was the Dunks, the SB Dunks, the Chicagos, and that was like last year. I don't even know. I don't know. Actually, I don't know when that was, and I paid like $130, and that was on StockX. So, and I had no issues. So yeah, I mean, listen, if you want to try, me personally, like I said, I'm not sponsored by eBay. That's just me hearing other people's comments about eBay, saying, you know, eBay is pretty legit. So you're more than welcome to try it out, you know. So like, you guys let me know, what is like the number one reselling platform, I guess, secondary market that you guys use in 2025? What's like, what have you guys used the most? Have you guys used stock? I've seen there's been a huge push this year when it comes to GOAT. Like, a lot of people use GOAT. A lot of people. There's a rap. Look at GOAT. Look at GOAT. Look at GOAT. Look at GOAT. Look at GOAT app. Look at GOAT app this. Look at GOAT app that. So yeah, eBay solid. I've had great experiences with eBay, Rubadub says. Okay. What up, Rubadub? What up, dude? Trusted resellers on StockX can send it directly to the seller now without it getting authenticated, and that's why I stay away from StockX, Top Shelf says. Well, with GOAT app, so like, some people don't understand the way GOAT app works sometimes when it says direct to ship. So I think the seller has an option where like they could send it to GOAT app, kind of like a what do they call it? A not like an auction, but like a golly, what is it called? You know, like Urban Necessity store. They do God, what's the word? Why did I have a brain fart on this? Not auction. They consign. It's like consigning your shoe. Like, I believe that GOAT app has that option. So like, when GOAT app has like, it will directly ship to you, I think that means where like GOAT app will have the product in hand from the seller, and they leave it at the facility, and then whenever it says the option of like, you know, direct ship, then it gets directly shipped from GOAT to you because they already have the shoe in hand. I think that's what it means, right? Yeah, I think that's what it means. I think. Could be wrong, but I think that's how it works. Sorry, I'm not like I'm not an expert with all this stuff because I haven't paid resale in a while. Just make sure you chose authenticity. Yeah, for sure. Like, you got to make sure that the check's there, from what I was told. eBay has less fees than StockX, and they actually have more reasonable on prices. Yeah, it just depends on the, well, the thing is, yeah, that's true too, because there's obviously more, you know, there's actual sellers on eBay and stuff like that. So like, you know, I mean, hopefully that helps to anybody that wants to pay resale too. Hopefully that truly helps people. I really do. Must be nice, Jonathan says. I grabbed my Travis Fragment lows from eBay and had no issues. Usually use GOAT for any other reselling purchases. I never chosen direct ship because it costs more, but I still got my shoe in the same amount of time as they did if they went for me. Yeah, I've had those before where like I've purchased on GOAT where like instead of doing the direct to me, like it takes a while, you know, excuse me, not takes a while, but it's more expensive. But I would say too is that I've bought pairs on GOAT app where like they take the same amount of time to, you know, versus the direct to ship. You know, I've had those situations before. I was like, bro, what's the whole point of direct to ship if my pair of whatever I got from just like not doing the direct to ship gets here faster than my direct to ship? Like, hello, you know. Rafi, where are the restocks going to be on the GOAT app? It's gone on the where it's on the it's on the GOAT app, but I mean, I'm sorry, I'm saying like some smart ass comments. I apologize. But if you go on the app on the homepage, if you look closely on the bottom left tab, it says drops. It says drops, and it like randomly shows like different shoes. I buy and sell on eBay, 100% positive feedback on both, Collie says. I've sold one shoe on eBay. Because remember, I got 2 pairs of the GS pairs of the black metallics. I wanted to test the waters to see how it works. And I've sold the metallic 5s, just the GS size that I got from that JD Sports grand opening. I wanted to test the waters on eBay, and it actually worked. It took a while though. I didn't tell you something. It took a while. I didn't really get much off of it. I think I made like $60, $70 because I wanted to see how it works. But like, yeah, I tested on that one, and like, so basically how it worked is that when someone buys your shoe, obviously you create the label, but you don't get paid until eBay authenticates your sneaker. So that's how it worked. So it took a while though. Like I even forgot it. I even forgot because it was in my closet for a while, and I totally forgot that it was listed because I had both pairs on there. But I wanted to bring it to Sneak City, but I ended up selling one, and so I ended up bringing the other one to Sneak City just to support them and stuff like that. But they took that. Though I think I named the price. And they took it right away. I think I sold it to Sneak City for like $230, $240. Bro, they bought it right away. I was like, damn. They were fiending for metallic 5s. I don't know how much they're selling it for, but like I sold it to Sneak City for $230. I think I got the shoe for like $150. So like, I mean, that's a pretty good, you know what I'm saying? So I brought from Flight Club before they got fakes. Pretty sure StockX gives fake Zoom cages. That's crazy, dude. I mean, we all know because some people, because the average Joe, for instance, like my last coworker, right? My old coworker, he texts me here and there about sneakers still, and he asked me one day. He's like, "Yo, do you shop at StockX?" I shop at StockX all the time. And he's you know, he doesn't know that StockX admit that they've sold fakes and stuff like that. If people find out, a lot of people find out about that, some people will just not want to buy from them, you know. But the average casual that don't know anything about StockX and people recommend it to other people, then people will continue on buying from StockX and they just don't know, you know. Plus, like when it comes to authenticating your shoes, people just automatically say, okay, my shoes are authenticated. But me personally, like when I used to buy off Goat Heavy and StockX, I used to do second opinions. I don't know if you guys do that, but I do that. Like I used to take my pairs sometimes to my local consignment shops or my resale shops, or I'll bring it to Sneak City and I'll ask them, be like, yo, can you just double check on these if these are good? And they said yes. So I mostly use StockX, but use Sneaker Dunk because they in the Australia region and they have really competitive prices and shipping cheap. Okay, I do use eBay as well, and it's been great. I like how you can bid on items. I mean, you could still bid on items, right? On not bid, but you could put offers. So that's a difference too, Andrew. You're right. I sent you a post yesterday on the gram. Not sure if you saw it or mentioned it with the chat, but there's news that Nike Air Max SB 90. Yeah, I did. Multiple people has been bringing that up in the last couple days. Yeah, I did see that. We did bring that up. Yo, what up, Raph? eBay is the best for buying since you can negotiate, and the best for selling less fees. Plus, you can see pictures of the actual shoes, B. Lewis says. Yeah, I mean, see, it just seems like most people have been using eBay, but like I told y'all, like I don't really have much of a I don't really have much of a biased choice. Like I did a partnership with Poison and they've gotten a lot of feedback. I don't know if Poison still does what they do. Like they've been really quiet. Like I don't know. I've done partnerships with Poison before and they've done it with multiple influencers, but I feel like they're out of the market now. I don't know. I don't know unless they kind of switched over or something like that, but I haven't heard from them in golly how long. Hold on. I don't think they sell anymore, Julian says. Poison no longer ships to the US. Gotcha. So that's probably the biggest change, that they don't no longer ship to the US. Probably because of tariffs. Probably too expensive for them. That's probably what happened. Poison no longer ships to the US. See, that makes a lot of sense. It's probably the whole tariffs thing. It's probably the whole tariff thing. That could be it. Absolutely. Girls, get your waters in the refrigerator, please. Come on, mommy. All right. When do you offer on eBay? Always messages the buyer directly. If you put in an offer regular way, gotcha. So I gotta ask you, Ohio. Let me ask you something though. So, or I could ask everybody in here, right? I'm gonna ask you guys something real quick. So when you put an offer, say if you directly DM the buyer, right? When you directly DM the buyer and you offer them a price for the sneaker, does it still does the buyer or the seller have to recreate the post into the offer, the price that someone is offering, so it could get so the seller could ship it to eBay. Because how does that work, right? Because like once the buyer buys the shoe, right, you automatically get an email saying that, okay, well, this is the next steps that you have to do as the seller. I think a lot of sellers on StockX use UA sneakers in the retail sneaker boxes and pass their authentication process, Drip says. No, it's just you. Oh. So it doesn't get sent to eBay. Or do they just lower down the price? No, they just lower down the price. They hit accept and the price changes, unknown says. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. No, they just edit the listing and then send a direct link to the buyer. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. I was just asking. Just a question. Okay. That makes sense. If it's buy now, then they have to send you an offer. If it's offer set up already, you would send the buyer the offer. Gotcha. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Cause like I said, I don't know how it works. Because I will test out the water sometimes. And I really do want to buy something off eBay. I'll probably try it out and buy something off eBay one day. Because I really do. Because I've never purchased anything from eBay before, so I wouldn't necessarily know. So I might have to test the waters for sure. Messages you begging you to accept. People are just desperate. That's why. So, but anyways, chat. All right, I gotta head out. I gotta take the kids off to school. We've been streaming for a little bit, so I appreciate you guys hanging out. It's Wednesday. But please, if y'all don't mind, I will have a video for you guys later this afternoon. Please be a part of the notification gang and press that bell button down below to be notified when all my streams and my videos do go up. All right, we'll have a lot of update stuff that we have to cover for you guys to know what to expect for next week and this weekend. So it's gonna be a little bit of a longer video. Anyways, that is some updates. I do want to make a vlog very, very soon for other stuff as well, that I have some things planned out for you guys. But other than that, man, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Collection family on top, huh? All the time, every day, all day, every day. All right, I'll be live tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me as always. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. If y'all don't mind, can we run it up to 350 likes for the one time? All right, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, do all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys very soon. All right, you guys have a good one. I appreciate y'all. Hit that like button, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. I'm out ya. Peace. Have a good one. Bye.